Still waiting for that granddaddy smoking. That's what I mean, for sure. Know what I mean, for sheets. That's what I mean, for sure. Know what I mean, for sheets. That's what I mean, for sure. Know what I mean, for sheets. That's what I mean, for sure. Know what I mean, for sheets. I don't put that on, that's my word. I don't put that on, that's my word. I don't put
It's what you work all season to accomplish. Well, not quite. It's Championship Saturday for the PCFL, Northern California's premier adult football league. Alex Tasker here in the booth, joined by the incomparable Johnny D'Agostini to bring you live play-by-play coverage on NorCal Sports TV. This is the game that you want to win. This is for all the marbles. The Cap City Fury in their gray jerseys today as the captains make their way out to midfield. About 5 minutes to kick off here, taking on the North Bay Rattlers. And again, good afternoon. We are here in beautiful, warm, hot Fair Oaks, California. Again, Alex Tasker here. Let's bring Johnny D'Agostini in as the captains go for the coin toss. Johnny, real quick before the national anthem, Who do you like? What do you expect tonight?
Boy, who do I like? This should be a great game here, Alex. We got two defensively stout teams. We got two leaders of offense in the league. It should be a shootout. Some high-intensity play on both sides of the ball. Should be a fun Saturday. Last
time Johnny and I were with you, we saw the Rattlers take on the North State Grizzlies in an absolute defensive showcase. We also know that Cap City has a great defense as well. Also, top two offenses. It should be noted that Cap City, last time they played the Rattlers, beat them this season. So a little bit of revenge may be on the mind for the Rattlers as the coin flip has just taken place. You can see on the right side of your screen, and it looks like Cap City will win the coin toss, but they will defer to the second half. And they are excited, and so are we. National anthem coming your way. And the Rattlers will start with the ball here. We'll pause for our nation's anthem. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the championship of the Pacific Coast Football League. It's the 12th anniversary of the of the PCFL championship. Please stand by.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we walked were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the brave and the home of the brave.
A stirring rendition of our national anthem. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to NorCal Sports TV's coverage of the 12th PCFL championship game. As they're trying to remove all kids off the field, it's time for some football. Johnny Biagostini in the booth with me here, right in the shadow of the Sierra Nevada, as we can see him from our broadcast location. It's a warm one, but the breeze is starting to pick up. We're set for a great night of football, my friend.
Yeah, it's a bit warm here in Sacramento. 10, 15 degrees hotter on the turf, but wind's picking up. It's getting a beautiful day, beautiful conditions for a championship football game. How about that?
Absolutely. You mentioned the hot conditions. We were down on the turf not too long before kickoff here, and it is definitely warm. I could feel the rubber starting to melt on the bottom of my soles here on my fake Yeezys as I wear it on the field there. And here come the Fury onto the field. They're going to kick this one away to the Rattlers. You mentioned it briefly in the pregame there, Johnny. Top two teams offensively, but both very stout defensively. This is shaping up to be one of the best games of the season.
Yes, of course, Alex. We got two of the top three, both offenses and defenses in the league, led by stars on both sides of the ball. It's going to be a hard-fought game. We talked about the warm temperatures. I think the tensions might even be hotter.
Yeah, absolutely. These tensions, as you mentioned, you segue perfectly. The tensions are high in these games. There's not a lot of money being thrown around between these teams. All you have is your name on the back of the jersey and the pride in your heart, and pride is definitely at an all-time high. the 12th annual championship. The Rattlers are actually defending champions. The season in 2020 was canceled due to the global pandemic, but the Rattlers did beat the NorCal Lions in 2019. However, Cap City Fury, a stalwart in this league, two-time champions. It's almost time for kickoff here.
Charles Howard, we need the down box brought to the field, please. Charles Howard, we need the down box brought to the field, please.
We're set for football here. It all comes down to this, folks. Thank you for spending your evening with us. Let's get this one underway as this one's boomed big downfield over the head. It's going to be bobbled, brought back into the end zone. Brought out 10, 15. He's going to run for the left side. Looks like he's got a couple blockers. Pushed out about the 22-yard line, and that's where the Rattlers will take over. The Rattlers led on offense. We've seen a couple different quarterbacks for him this year. Logan Hollis has led the league in passing, but we've also seen, can't find his name now as I look down it, but I believe it will be Logan Hollis leading the team tonight at the quarterback position. Morris Carson, thank you, Johnny. Appreciate that. Last time we were with you, we saw Morris Carson. As we're going to get a call on the field. And we're waiting on the chain crew there to man their posts, no pun intended, on the far side of the field. And the Rattlers are ready to come onto the ball and get this one underway, but doesn't look like we're going to get that just yet. You got to expect a certain amount of jitters on there, especially if you're new to any of these two teams. The amount of success both teams have had in the past. How do you think their players are feeling down there?
You know, obviously nervous. It's the championship game. You got to give it to them a little bit there. But both these teams have been playing with a lot of composure so far this season. Takes that composure to, again, like we mentioned, lead the season, lead the league in both offense and defense. So, these guys, especially the Rattlers, they come in with a lot of championship experience under their belt. So they're coming in prepared and ready to go. And, their opponents, the Fury here, they're coming in hungry. So two different approaches from both these teams here, coming with experience versus the hunger, the up-and-coming team in the Fury. So we'll see jitters in the first half, first quarter for sure. But look for these teams to settle in, show that composure and look to come away with a victory on the season. Really,
absolutely. Limit the mistakes. We say it every time we're out here with you, as they try to limit the mistakes, see who can take advantage of the other team's mistakes. That's going to be the key, I think, early on, Johnny. We're still waiting for the chain gang to report to the side, so we will pause here momentarily. We're waiting for a sign from the head referee.
Yeah, well, we got a second here. Let's talk about one of these Rattlers defensive linemen here. We got a defensive end, Demetric Antonio. He has been coming into this game. He's been playing a great season so far, providing some great pressure off the edge. We saw him a few weeks ago. He was a huge part of this defense that was just causing all sorts of problems for the quarterback in the pocket there. So keep an eye on Demetric Antonio, number 45, defensive end for the Rattlers.
Absolutely. And if we're going to talk about players that can definitely get locked in, we want to mention Jalen Walker, who was in the running for defensive MVP this year in the league. You look for him on the defense for the Fury. He is wearing number 9 in your programs there. The Sacramento product went to Alcorn State, actually, so he's got a little bit of college ball, as it looks like we have the chain crew slowly making their way across the field here. Yeah. And we mentioned the heat. It is not easy wearing all that equipment, especially darker colors, the helmets.
You think there's a bit of an advantage there for the Fury coming in with the white jerseys as opposed to the darker grays?
The darker grays for the Fury, absolutely, I think are going to be we'll see. It's due to be a good night weather-wise. We've seen the forecast. We expect a little bit of a breeze to come in and will cool down. And, I mean, these guys do play in the California Valley. It is a little warm, but I think they're used to that sort of heat, practicing during some of the warmer weather days.
Yeah. Speaking of the wind also picking up, Alex, that might affect the air game. But talking about moving to the ground, the Rattlers come into this one averaging the most yards per game with nearly 300, but the Fury have more total yards. So both these teams are definitely capable of getting it done on the ground. So if the wind starts to pick up, look for them to shift that way a little bit. But, dual threat on both sides of the ball for these two teams here.
Absolutely. I think the air game both of these teams are definitely ground and pound type offenses. You're going to see a lot of motion guys, handoff, isolation on the line, get 5 yards, 6 yards. But both running backs on these teams, they can absolutely bust a run for 20, 30, 40-plus yards and set them up decently. I also want to mention, I saw this online, they were talking about, it's not the most polished special teams that we've ever seen in the game of pro football, but I believe it's the Cap City Fury. They haven't missed an extra point, a field goal all season long, and it shows in the record. Cap City 8-0 on the year.
Yeah. You pull out the wins on the margins, and those little extra points there can really make the difference sometimes. But we were talking about the rushing game. I just want to tell you real quick about these two teams and their respective rushing games. The Fury come in second in the league in rushing yards, averaging over 170 yards per game. That's pretty impressive. They have looks like almost triple the total rushing yards as the Rattlers. So if this game does indeed start to rely more on the rushing game, the Fury might have an edge there despite the Rattlers, having a good stout running defense.
Well, the Rattlers, you tease it there, the Rattlers defense, they let the Grizzlies have nothing the last time we were with you on NorCal Sports TV. The Grizzlies had nothing working. They did not get a first down until the fourth quarter. How often have you said that calling a football game?
Yeah, it was certainly an impressive showing from the Rattlers defense. So they're going to be looking to impose that energy on the Fury here. But as we mentioned, they've had a pretty effective offense. So stuck between a rock and a hard place. We'll see. This should be a fun game, Alex.
Well, it's all going to happen within the next 60-plus minutes of action here. We're going to take a quick break. It looks like we're almost ready for some football. We'll take one quick break. We'll come. Oh, hold that thought. We're ready to play some football, folks. Rattlers will come to the line. It does look like Morris Carson is behind center out of the shotgun. So Carson will be leading the team under center. Motion man, 2 wide receivers is going to hand off up the middle, and there's that run game from the Rattlers early. Big pileup. Looks like he's going to get about 5 on that first carry. And that was number 26. We saw him a lot last time here. Lorenzo Garner Sr., the Pittsburgh product out of Antioch High School, gets the first carry. And you got to think 5 yards a carry. That ought to help the Rattlers have some sort of modicum of success today, Johnny.
Yeah, we've seen them put that running game on Sharon Garner's back all season. I'm sure they'll continue to do so this game, getting some success early, going up inside. Look for Dimitri Cantonio to hold them on the outside, though.
Carson in the shotgun again. 5 wide receivers set. Fake motion is going to hand off again up the middle. And this one only gained about 2 or 3. This time it's going to set up the third down and short. And there's Garner again on the carry.
There's the success of the Rattlers' defensive line standing up there. We'll see how long that holds up. It being a hot day, that could be a challenge down the line here in the fourth quarter. If that defensive line starts to get tired, and the running backs are staying fresh, that could be a game winner.
We'll call it third and a long 1, short 2 here. Carson, shotgun set, no motion this time. Long count, takes the snap, it's going to hand off the middle. Worked the last couple times, and I think he's going to have the first down. At least on forward, that's forward progress. And they're going to call it, they're going to give it first down there. Mason on the tackle. So 3 plays, 3 hands off to Garner. The 5'2" running back making his name heard early here. And we're seeing a 4-man front for the Fury so far. Linebackers they're doing a good job filling the holes, but Garner's just quick enough off the line. He can get you those 3 yards, it seems, easily. But they're getting a good stop, that second level, and they're going to talk about the levels all night long. As Morris takes a snap, he's going to throw it outside for the first time. He's got a man who makes a quick move, stiff arm, finally brought down about the 39-yard line, and a great tackle there to stop the big gain. And that's going to set up a second down and short.
Yeah, good mid-level gain there, Alex. You talked about the tiers. We've seen the running backs there of the Fury getting some real good work out of the short gains, getting a couple yards here and there. But that screen pass really tries to work into the middle of the ground. That's where you're going to have to rely on your linebackers and your secondary to make some big plays. Right there's a good screen pass.
Absolutely. Guillory Jr. was the one on the catch. Don't want to go without giving him any credit on that one. It is going to give him a first down and 10. Carson with the snap. Here's the handoff to Sharon up the middle. And this time, the Fury are ready for it. Gain of 2, and then brought down a little hype there by the Fury. You love to see it on defense. They're ready for this one.
Yeah, that looked like Julian Wilburn on the tackle, perhaps. Yeah, that was a big play.
I think that was, can't quite make out who that one was.
Yeah, we saw them go to the screen on the last play, trying to spread the field out wide. They've been going back up the middle with their running back game. We'll see if they continue to go to the screens to try to spread the field out, open up the inside, because this defensive line of the Rattlers, we're seeing it now. That's a stout defense. That's a good line right there. They're standing up.
Yeah, good defensive line for the Fury. They're starting to make those adjustments against the running game. It'll be interesting to see if the Rattlers want to go big play opportunity early, as there's no running back now. 5 wide receivers set, 3 to the left. Here comes the motion man. Snap. It's going to be a jet sweep up the middle. He finds a little bit of room. Cuts back, still on his feet. Ford still not brought down. He's finally into Fury territory. Brought down about the 42-yard line. Looks like the ball might have come out there at the end. We'll take another look at it. They got a Fury player down on his back, but he'll get helped up. And that's a first down gain. And I think that was Tony Edmondson on the carry, on the jet sweep. I believe it was. So a steady ground game, keeping the Rattlers moving early. Just over 11 minutes left here in the first quarter of action. Fury yet to see the ball on offense. Kind of a pistol setup, middle of the field. Here's the snap, a little bit low, fakes the handoff, steps back. Here's that big play opportunity. Instead, they'll chuck it down to the flat. Trying to make a move, far left side. He'll get down the sideline. They'll see how much they give him. Referee, they're going to give him that first down. Great play there by number 9. That's Bobby Guillory Jr. again on the carry. On the catch.
Knocked out of bounds by Lamb. That brings up another Rattler first down at the Fury's 34-yard line.
Makes a nice one-on-one move.
Yeah, good progress here, Alex. Went outside to the receiver, turned into a one-on-one, like you said, isolation situation. Was able to make the man miss and pick up the first down.
And it looks like they're going to get a timeout on the field for the Fury. They are going to need a little bit of water early, as I see one get thrown onto the field in the middle of the pile. We're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. Opening drive action when we come back on NorCal Sports TV.
Last take. She got it. She got it. She don't. See us in the next one.
Welcome back to NorCal Sports TV's coverage of the 12th PCFL championship game. Alex Tasker, Johnny D'Agostini, pleasure to be with you once again. Still opening drive action, 10:33 to play, 2 timeouts left as the Fury take one. Motion man for the Rattlers. Fakes the handoff and dive up the middle there. Sharon, and stopped almost immediately by the Fury.
Boy.
Nice little stop, and they're wising up to that running game now, even with the misdirection. Jonathan Hine in on stop. And now long second down. They've moved the ball well. You've seen 2 passing attempts for the Rattlers so far. One was a screenplay, and the other was a drop down into the flat. Both of them went for big gains, first downs. Maybe they drop another pass play. We've yet to see him go downfield. Johnny, maybe you could see a chance here.
Yeah, maybe good passing play up the middle. They've been kind of opening up the ends, with those screen plays, the little short chunk yard plays. A lot of runs up the middle of the field. Maybe that opens up the second, third tier. They're trying to make a play at the end zone.
We'll see what they do here. Here's the snap, and there's that pass looking downfield. Sees his man. That's going to be tipped and incomplete. Threw it into double coverage. The intended receiver was Tony Edmondson, and they're going to have a 3rd and long set up here. Good pass defense by the Fury.
Yeah, Alex, there it is. The pass right up the middle, as we expected there. Trying to make a big play. See what they do here on is it 3rd down now?
3rd and long, and the ball on what looks to be the 34 from our spot here in the booth.
Thomas Smith on the Fury nearly got the sack.
Nearly had a sack on that play as you hear the PA announcer call it there.
Yeah, we're going to keep talking about this Fury defensive line all game, making it difficult for both the quarterback to get anything off really to his receivers, but also for the running back. We've seen him have some difficulty getting through them.
Absolutely. Morris Carson, they're going to run the shotgun all night long from the looks of it. Sharon Garner to his right. Snap, looking downfield, steps up into the pocket, finds his man, 1st down, far sideline. That's a catch. And they're going to move the chains on 3rd and very long. Good catch there, and that was Edmondson again.
Who gets the 1st down, knocked out of bounds by Palmer.
Edmondson out of Vallejo, California. Went to Vallejo High, 5'10", running back, wide receiver, dual threat there. And we've seen his name called the last couple times he's thrown the ball, and you see him drag 2 feet in and get the 1st down. So just outside the red zone on the opening drive for the Rattlers. Carson's got a trips bunch on the left. Garner to him on his right. Solo man on the right. There's the handoff to Garner. He's got room on the right side. Let's see what he can do. Takes one man on heavy, and then he gets brought down hard. That's going to be good enough for a 1st down and a red zone opportunity. 1st and goal. It's going to be a long one to get there for the Rattlers. A great opening drive for them as they keep the ball moving.
Good tackle there by Jalen Walker. Unable to hold him behind the line, though. 1st down, 1st and goal, it looks like here.
It's going to be a long goal, but so far we've yet to see the Fury, sans maybe 1 or 2 plays, the incompletion and a good stop on a running play, really have any answer for the run game so far. As we see.
They made it hard on him, though. Hard on him, though. He's made some good plays to get some yards away, but yeah, they need to hold up here in the red zone.
Absolutely. It looks like 3 wide receivers to the right. Here comes the motion man to make it 4. Jet sweep, going to go up the middle again. Breaks 1 down to the 5-4 and finally brought down. It looks like that was Edmondson again on the carry. And it's going to be 2nd down and goal, 5 to go for the Rattlers.
Yeah, Tony Edmondson there making a good move. He's really fallen forward. Had that little spin move there at the end of the play to, pick up an extra 2-3 yards, which could make a big difference here in the end zone.
So here we go, 2nd down and goal. Trips to the right again. One man to the right. Trips to the left. And Carson calling out some sort of audibles to his team. He doesn't see something he likes in the defense. 2nd down and goal. Here's the snap. Looking to the right side. Fade route. Corner. Got to go up for it. Incomplete. A terrific defensive play there in the corner. We'll have to wait and see who that one was. It's going to set up 3rd down and goal.
I believe by Genesis Grimes Scales.
And that was Genesis Grimes Scales.
Yeah, it looks like the Rattlers here are going to 4 main pockets. They've got the run game up the middle. They've got the 2 pockets on the wide ends. The quarterback looks to like those 2 pockets there on the left and right ends, spreading out wide, and then also looking up the middle. Good 5-10 yard completion. They might look that way to get into the end zone here at the end, but we're taking a timeout real quick, Alex.
And the Rattlers are going to choose to take this one here. They take a timeout, so will we. Don't go anywhere. 3rd down in the red zone when we come back on NorCal Sports TV's coverage of the 12th PCFL Championship.
This broadcast of the 2021 PCFL Championship is brought to you by the Pacific Coast Football League, Hauling Harry, Priceless Tints, Title Boxing Club, Taste of Greatness Mobile Detail and Power Wash, Elite Uniforms and Apparel, and the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp.
Man, need 10 to 11 carat too, man. You feel me?
Third down, 5 to score. Got to think 2 opportunities here. You're in 4 down territory on an opening drive where you can set the tone in this championship game. Carson waiting for his line to come set. I don't think that's Garner. It looks like it might be Edmondson to his right. Fury showing blitz. Handoff up the middle. Can they get there? Stopped initially, tripped up a little bit, then brought down after a gain of 1. That's going to set up 4th and goal, and a terrific stop by the Fury.
Yeah, Alex, 4th down here now for the Rattlers. What do you think? Are they going to go for a 3, try to establish a good momentum going forward, pick up some early points, or do you think that they just need to swing for the fences, go for 6 here?
Well, the Rattlers do have a good special teams unit here, and it looks like that's exactly what's going to happen. They're going to take the points early here. They're going to set up to take 3. Should be a chip shot, but then again, it ain't over until you do it. And that looks exactly what's going to happen here as the kicker comes on for the Rattlers. That's a Samuel Dennis Hayen, the Sunnyvale product. And we'll see his first opportunity here. The left-legged, if you can call it that. The Janikowski field. High snap. This one's going to get away from him. Haynes is going to have to go back, pick it up at the 30. He'll just fall on it, and it'll be dropped at the 35, and that'll set up terrific field position for the Fury on their first drive, and a huge mistake for the Rattlers.
Yeah, a bit of good fortune there for the Fury. Now they get to take over on offense at the 35-yard line.
We mentioned it early in the pregame. If you can take advantage of the mistakes by the other team, you will see some sort of success. As we look again, try to go quick snap. One of the linemen wasn't ready, snapped it over his head. They're lucky they didn't call a false start, anything sort of like that. But terrific field position, and here's the first time we'll see the Fury's offense.
All right, Alex, and here we've been talking about this Demetric Antonio on defense for the Rattlers. He's the defensive end wearing number 45. Keep an eye on him here. He's lining up on the inside closest to here on the camera booth. Keep an eye on him to put some pressure inside for the Fury.
First time we've seen the Fury's offense here. Trips in the backfield. One wide receiver wide. Stacking the box. It's going to be a toss to the outside. They're going to go trickeration on the opening play. He's got the man downfield, and he's just outside of the range. A great play dialed up by the Fury. I almost didn't see it coming. Once he stepped back into the pitch, 2-step drop, had the man double coverage, but he had a step, just a half step too far. Second down for the Fury. Johnny, Fury want to win this one bad today, my friend.
Yeah, and you can tell it with the first play of their first possession here, Alex, taking a big swing. Boy, that was a close one. You hear the sigh of disappointment from Fury, sigh of relief from Rattlers fans. That was a big swing for the fences. See what they do here on second down.
Second down 10, switching up the personnel on the field. DeAndre Churchill's going to fake the handoff. Sees a man coming. Here he comes into the backfield. They're going to blow the whistle. It looked like he almost lost the ball there. Ended up staying up on his feet, but it will be a loss of about 5 or 6. Third down and long. And that's that Rattlers defense we've mentioned so far. As you see another look at it, great job not letting him break out of that tackle. Here comes the help. Referee blows the whistle. Play dead. Now third and long, Johnny. You got to think, well, they're not afraid to let the ball fly. What do you pull out here?
Yeah, some words shared there at the end of that play. It looks like this thing's heating up early. Championship game here. You got to get something on the board first drive. You made a good stop on the first end against the Rattlers. They were unable to put any points on the board. Whoever scores first, that's going to be a big momentum shift.
5:22. Here's the delayed draw. He's going to get close to the first down marker. Ball's on the ground. We'll see who's got it. It looks like the Rattlers have it. Fury say they do. Let's see what the referee's call is.
Boy, that's a big hit, about 1 yard shy of the first down. Tough break for Fury.
Waiting for the call. It's Rattlers' ball. They answer quick with the turnover. And they're going to be in Fury territory when they take over on the second drive. A huge hit delivered. We'll take another look at it here. Here it is. The delayed draw. Here it is. Almost got there. Big second hit there. Hard to see who it was on screen.
There's that Rattlers defense.
And now you got to get your head right if you are the Fury. You just had the highest of highs, getting that turnover and that stop on that huge opening drive for the Rattlers. And now you've lost the ball. You turned it over. Now you got to get your head right on defense, see what you can do to stop them. First down and 10. Here comes Carson.
Good field position here, 43-yard line.
2 wide receivers either side of the line. Lorenzo Garner fakes the toss. Caught over the middle. Drops the shoulder. Big tackle down at the 30. Almost like something you'd see on Friday Night SmackDown. But it will be a first down.
Ron Castro there with a good route. Pick up the middle.
Ron Castro out of Vallejo, and one of the better names you'll hear all night. And there they go, moving the ball again, Johnny. We've seen them move it with ease.
Yes, it's been that 4-pronged offense so far of the Rattlers. We've seen them run up the middle, those 2 pockets on the outside, and a 5 to 10-yard depth on the pass up the middle. That's what we saw last time with a good slant route from Ron Castro. See what they do here.
Here comes Carson. Snap, doesn't fake. Going deep downfield. He's got a man that's almost intercepted. Looks like he caught it. He dropped it. Let's see what the call is. I think they're going to give him the catch. What a grab!
What a catch!
Morris Carson delivered an absolute beauty.
Ron Castro again on the reception.
Call his name. Say it. Name so nice they say it twice. Ron Castro. Take a look at this one, my friend.
Castro's now responsible for this entire drive so far. 2 big plays back to back. That was the first one there you see on your screens.
See if we can't get the second one here. Set them up with nice field possession. They will be in the red zone. Went up. Fought the coverage. One-handed grab. He knew it right away. Fooled me. Timeout on the field. We'll see who this one is. I think it's going to be for the Rattlers. 2 timeouts taken early here in the first half. You got them, use them. We'll be back. Red zone coverage when we return. So it is first down and goal for the Rattlers here. Second time they've been in the red zone. First one had the missed field goal opportunity as they fumbled that one. You're going to want to think they're going to put points on the board here, Johnny.
Oh, of course. After having a little fluke accident on that first drive, getting the ball back here, score still 0-0. They got to feel lucky. Good screen pass.
Pass to the outside, wrapped up immediately by the Fury, and a great defensive stop there. It's going to set up second down and goal.
You know, it wasn't just 5-10 minutes ago that the Fury were able to stand up here on the end zone, red zone rather. See if they can do it again. You know they're looking to. This Fury defense been pretty strong thus far.
Definitely once they get closer to their own end zone that they're defending, you would hopefully have stronger defensive plays a little bit further away from the goal line.
Yeah.
But so you're going to take, if you can keep a 0 on the board, but if you're the Rattlers, they're going to think, let's get it on the board now.
Not much more you can do than stand up when it matters, and that's in the red zone.
Second down, 6 to glory. Here comes Carson with the snap. Looks immediately to his left. Now he's going to step back in the pocket, looking for a man. Throws it to the corner. Turned. That one's picked off. Rattlers turn the ball over again, and he's got room down the sideline. He's at the 30. Finally pushed out of bounds around the 30-yard line. And the Fury answer with a turnover of their own. The defense is showing up to play on Championship Saturday, Johnny.
Yes, sir. That's the second straight stop in the red zone by the Fury there. Big interception, able to take it up to about the 30, 33-yard line.
Marquise Palmer, senior, the defensive back out of Sacramento, California, 6'2", all of 200. Look at this play again. Way to stay with his receiver. I think he kind of lucked. He turned, saw ball, went up and got it. And an excellent return there. Way to be heads up. And I think he's going to step out. See, they marked him about the 25 there. So first down and 10. And let's see what the Fury draw up on offense. Last time they had the ball, first down, they went a little trickeration with the fake pitch toss about half a yard out of the receiver's hands. Then they ended up fumbling the ball on third down.
Yeah, you got to think the Rattlers are waiting for the big play now. They got the safety pretty far back there. They might be waiting for something like that. So
I think they do. They got him about the 42-yard line. Here's the snap, handoff, get some quick yards. He's only going to get about 1 there on the carry, and we'll see who that one was. Vaughn Smith has led them this year in carries. He's averaged about 7.8 yards a carry, which is absolutely absurd to say as a stat line. And there he was, Vaughn Smith. Longest run of the year, 70 yards, and he's in about that territory, Johnny. Could you see him break another one?
yeah, of course. It's an early game, Alex. Championship game. You know everyone's looking to make some big plays. Of course, he's in contention.
And it's been an absolutely entertaining game so far. As someone who loves defensive football, I am over the moon right now. Call me Dogecoin. 2nd down and 9. Here's the snap, 2-step drop, looking. Now he's going to roll to his right. Sees a man big time downfield. He's got one hand up. Couldn't bet it. Rattlers run into each other. We do have a flag about the 40-yard line. Let's see what the call is. Could we see pass interference? Could this one back him up? And we'll wait on the call here. We'll get a replay on that one as well.
Yeah, it may have been pass interference here closest to the camera side. We saw Robert Giles here look to be the first read for the quarterback. He wasn't open, whether it was, a bit of pass interference or here. We'll take a look here on the screen.
Did a great job stepping to his right. Delivered a beauty.
Tough to see on that replay.
I don't see it. The flag came in on the far side. They are going to say PI on the defense.
That'll be a first down for the Fury.
And again, we bring up the mistakes. You want to limit those, but it is going to be first down for the Fury. Holding call. So a holding call backs up the Rattlers. So DeAndre Churchill now, almost 60% completion percentage on the year, takes the snap. There's the handoff up the middle and plenty of room to run. Got about 8 yards. They'll give him 9. That's Vaughn Smith on the carry again.
He's another guy in contention to have a big breakout play there. He's running with some power up the middle.
An elusiveness there. If you take the mistake they made on that first drive, so far, the run game's looked phenomenal. As Smith will come off the field here. Looks like he's going to make room for Ernest Ism on offense. And he indeed will. So second down and 1 after that gain of 9. Could we see a short, almost fullback dive there? You see the fullback to the right of Churchill. Snap, and Churchill's going to roll. Here comes the blitz. Rattlers plenty. He's going to throw up a prayer ball. It's caught! Oh, and then dropped, pushed out of bounds. A huge hit there by number 2.
Des Moines Stroman, huge hit, able to break up the pass. That would have been a huge gain for the Fury if he had not made that play.
He was looking for Robert Giles on the far sideline, and a great move there by Churchill to roll to his left. We take another look at it. 2 Rattlers all up on his face mask. On the run, throws up a ball, and that would have been a huge game, but even bigger hit there. Wow. 3rd down and 1, and now maybe here's the fullback dive.
We did see some crazy penetration there by the Rattlers. That defensive line looked like a defensive back maybe jumped the line at the beginning. Really opened up that play, but the quarterback just made a great throw, great play.
Great read, especially.
Yeah, Rattlers defense standing up, though.
Rattlers showing blitz again. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Snap, handoff up the middle, and there's the dive play. Plenty of room to the left. He's got a blocker. Brought down about the 32, 33-yard line. A huge carry up the middle. And that's Ism. First time we've called his name. And let's take a look at this run again when we get this replay up. Ism will stay in. He'll earn that extra play.
Hey, it's that Fury rushing game that's leading this offensive production here. They have the second best rushing game in the league. Over 1,000 yards so far this season. Over 171 per game. Showing that to be true.
Fingertips kept him from gaining much more yards, and this time it's going to be a first down dive. Not too many there. I think Ism will get back to the line of scrimmage, and that'll be about it. DeAndre Churchill, we're going to talk about him again, the quarterback here. 93.1 QB rating. His longest pass of the year, 84 yards. He's got 5 touchdowns on the year, at least in the air. 4 interceptions. We've already seen the fumble, but not his fault there. He's playing a terrific game so far. And just from the little bit we've seen of him in the air, he's throwing great balls. He's putting his receivers in position to catch him. There's always either one little thing, it's either off their hands. We saw the one here, the huge hit late on the left sideline. And that's going to bring an end to the first quarter here as we talk about the quarterback. We'll see them switch sides of the field, and we'll come back. No score here early. Don't go anywhere. The PCFL Championship will be back after this message from our sponsors.
This broadcast of the 2021 PCFL Championship is brought to you by the Pacific Coast Football League, the top semi-pro amateur football league 10 years running. Visit us at thepcfl.com. And if you're interested in joining the PCFL as a team owner, go to the website and submit an application for team entry. Hauling Harry. Why ask why? Haulin' Harry is your guy. Make the call and Haulin' Harry will get the haul out the way. Hashtag Haulin' Harry. Priceless Tints. Contact 279-465-1134. Title Boxing Club, the original and best boxing club. Call us at 916-329-8803. Taste of Greatness, mobile detail and power wash. Call us at 415-857-9007 for an appointment. Elite Uniforms and Apparel, the proud uniform manufacturer of the PCFL.
Second quarter just about to get underway, and if you've missed any of the action so far, you can rewind here on YouTube, but be sure to stay with us live. Go see it at halftime. Fury on the move, 2nd down and 9 in Rattlers territory. Handoff. Nope, he's going to keep it. Little dump pass to the flat. Plenty of room. Nice step around down to the 10, 15. Ball's loose again, and the Rattlers are going to fall on it. Another turnover, and that's a drive killer for the Fury. Rattlers take over after a huge hit on the sideline. And after a great play by DeAndre Churchill to get a man in the flat, set them up for a red zone opportunity, they lose the ball, and the Rattlers will take over again.
Yeah, you can see some frustration here on the Fury sideline. They're making all sorts of good plays here, Alex, but, boy, not much you can do about that when you keep giving the ball away. That's a tough one. Good play by the Rattlers defense there. Don't get it twisted, but, yeah, it's been a story of defense.
Absolutely.
Here in the first half, Alex.
The big man fell on the ball. Couldn't grab his name there, but the Rattlers taking over, and I think that ball is going to be on about the 7-yard line. So 93 yards to glory if you're the Rattlers. They've moved the ball well. Can't say anything bad about how the Rattlers have moved the ball. Little mistakes in the red zone both times. 4th down, they muffed the snap on the field goal attempt. The second time around, the interception in the corner. Let's see what they can do now. Plenty of room to work with.
Yeah, this may be more of an effect of the Fury defense, though. We'll see how they respond after their offense gave up the ball once again. They've been playing a great game. Surprised it's still a 0-0 score here, Alex.
Absolutely. 14:52. Here's the snap. It's going to be a handoff up the middle, and this one stopped immediately. Fury wising up to that running game. Garner gets a gain of about 1, maybe none. And you mentioned those defenses definitely have come to play so far.
Yeah, that Fury defensive line right there. They were ready for the run up the middle. Maybe the Rattlers go for a big play here. I mean, they're over 90 yards away from the end zone, Alex. They gotta make some moves.
It's tough to see how risky they're going to want to be when they are backed up this close to their end zone. And here's what Morris Carson III. We'll read his stats off here in just a moment. Here's the snap. Handoff again, and a little bit more room to run with this time, falling forward to about the 15-yard line. And Garner Sr. will take it about going to be 3rd down and 2 to go. Definitely want to say thank you to everybody in attendance here tonight. A terrific crowd for the 12th edition of the PCFL Championship. And if you're watching online, thank you so much for spending your evening with us. We'd like to remind you, PCFL action available all next season as well on NorCal Sports TV. So make sure to give us a follow on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Go ahead and subscribe and turn the bell on for all the notifications so you don't miss any of the action. A little bit of jumping there at the line, and I think that's going to be on the Fury. So I think the hard count works for them. That's going to give a 1st down to the Rattlers.
The old PCL favorite popcorn offense there, Alex. You got popping left and right.
And as I've said all season long, anybody smell popcorn? I do. So that's going to put them about the 20-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Rattlers. And there's the first time we've seen the gamesmanship from the Rattlers. Again, the first play on offense for the Fury, you saw a little trickeration. But now the Fury, not so much a trick play, but a reasonable strategy. Here they come now, 1st and 10. 3 wide receivers to the left. We've seen them take a couple opportunities downfield. And let's see what Carson does. He'll take the snap, fakes the handoff, looks immediately to his right, sees a man on the curl route. He's got a reception. Couldn't get much more. They'll give him the gain of 5. The clock will run. And there's the second or third grab there by Winston. And now
good chunk yardage there. They weren't able to get anything up the middle with the run game. This Fury defense is just pretty tough, so they're looking to the secondary now, see if they can poke any holes there.
Absolutely. I mean, you're not going to be mad with 5 yards on the first down play.
Never. If you can do 5 yards every single play, you're looking at a touchdown, Alex.
That's a 20 plays a drive. Get you down, started on your own.
That's some pretty quick math.
Hey, I'm good with multiples of 5, my friend. 5, 10, 15, 20, easy. That's how I call them when I see them on the field. Here's the snap, handoff. Garner gets 1, 2, and big wrap up there. They're going to give him 1. Number 91 on the tackle. Peter Fong at Elk Grove, California, 295. Be the way of Sierra College, and he'll come off. Oh, he's limping a little bit after that one. I hope he's okay. And we'll check on him as the game goes along.
What would you say, Alex? Was that a fifth of a 5-yard pickup there?
Oh, I'm not that good at math, Johnny. You shut your mouth. 3rd down, 2 yards to go. Once again, you are watching the PCFL championship game. Timeout called, and I think that's going to be the last timeout for the Rattlers. They'll take the timeout, so will we. 3rd down and short when we return. You're watching the 12th edition of the PCFL championship on NorCal Sports TV.
Last take. She got it. She got it. She don't. See us in the next one.
Welcome back to NorCal Sports TV's coverage of the championship game for the Pacific Coast Football League. And we want to remind you, don't go anywhere at halftime. Don't turn your set. We have an interview with the president of the PCFL, Jamie January. He'll be up here to talk about plans for the future, any challenges he may have faced from this season. You know, this league used to have 16 teams. This year with the pandemic changes and the challenges everyone had faced, we only had 6 this year. So hopefully some more teams joining the league and where they can get more info. If you see yourself on the couch and go, I can play for the Rattlers, for the Fury, for the San Jose Stars, any of these teams where they can get more information to play.
Yeah, big plans here for the PCFL. Jamie January, a smart man. Definitely going to make some big moves in the upcoming years.
3rd down snap is going to go for the run. He'll get nothing. And that's going to set up a 4th down and long after a loss of about 5. 4th down and 8. Great stop for the Fury.
Yeah, big stop for the Fury. That's a tough one for the Rattlers. They were looking to pick up some points before the halftime here. Still 0-0. Whoever takes the lead in the halftime, they got to be feeling good. So that's a tough one for the Fury here. Excuse me.
Excuse you. 11 minutes still to play, so plenty of time in the second half as we take a look again, and you see the Fury just starting to swarm on the ends of the line, not giving the Rattlers much time to do anything. And for the first time, at least in my broadcast career while calling a Rattlers game, they're going to bring on the punt team, my friend. Last time we saw them on NorCal Sports TV, they took on the Grizzlies, and they had their way all day. There's the snap, the kick. This one's going to get boomed away, almost blocked. Take a bounce about the 45. They're going to let it roll, and it'll bounce about the 41-yard line. And the Fury will take over in there. Ooh, a little extracurricular hit there on the side. Doesn't look like there was any ill will there. Definitely still looking for the flag, but that's where the Fury are going to take over. So we've seen a couple possessions by each team. We've seen 3 from the Rattlers, and so far that's been the worst possession we've seen by them so far. A great opening drive took them the length of the field, about 80 yards, and then they missed the field goal. The second drive, they took it from Fury territory, interception in the corner, and this time they were finally backed up to about the 20. They weren't able to do anything with it. Is the game starting to switch towards the Fury's hand here?
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, the Fury as much as their offense will look good, here, until they can get it done in the red zone, it will still be a test to be seen. Wow, that's a big hit there, making it a tough throw for the quarterback. Rattlers' defensive line coming up strong. But, yeah, like I was saying, Alex, this Rattlers defense, obviously, they're a strong crew here. So until you've walked across the end zone line and you have points on the board, can't really count on anything until then. So, there might be something to here for the Fury trying to make a big play. If you can score outside of 20 yards, then, maybe you
can score anywhere.
Maybe it's a little easier to score more than 20 yards than it is to score, less than 20 yards in the red zone there against this Rattlers defense.
Absolutely. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 after that big hit. Here's the snap from Churchill. He'll hand it off up the middle, and a huge hit met at the line. Something to be said about the unstoppable force meeting the unmovable object. No yards gained, but definitely some contact made. Hard-hitting football here, Championship Saturday. Good game so far.
Yeah, game of defenses so far, Alex.
Absolutely. So we're seeing some personnel changes as Churchill will lead his team. Probably going to expect to see him go to the air here, maybe a draw play, maybe draw the Rattlers offside a bit. See if there's a little miscommunication as well. So 2 wide receivers each side. And I think that's Ism in the backfield. Ism had 31 carries on the year, and he was averaging 8.3 a carry. Here's the snap downfield. Quick out route. Timing route's caught. He's going to get a 1st down and more. Finally saw maybe 2 yards pass and then dropped Lee Slaughter on the carry. Excuse me, on the catch.
On the catch, yes. That was a bullet. That was a bullet there.
Total timing route as well, and you could see they were in sync. Call up your 90s boy bands. My producer just rolled his eyes. Take a look at this one. Beautiful timing route, plenty of room across the middle. Tried to make a man miss. Finally, there's just too many Rattlers to keep moving forward. But a big 1st down for them, set up a little bit of momentum going here. About 9 minutes, 20 seconds left here in the first half. Churchill has Ism behind him. 1st down snap. It's going to be the handoff up the middle, and he's met by the Rattlers defense immediately. So the run game is starting to slow down a bit for both teams here, Johnny.
Yeah, it is a hot one, Alex. Maybe getting a little tired.
Well, both teams brought plenty of fresh legs with them, which hasn't always been the case this season. As we go back, even back to week 1, some teams didn't have full rosters, couldn't make the travel. There's a lot of travel associated with PCFL football. Some teams 3+ hours. It's hard to get some days off. Some guys work weekends.
Yeah, so maybe there's some correlation there with these teams having a lot of guys available and being in the championship game.
Well, plenty of people on the sideline, plenty of water being hydrated out there as well. 2nd down and 9. Churchill's going to fake the handoff. No, he will give, and they're going to keep pushing that ball forward. They'll give him another 1. So it's going to set up 3rd down and 8 here, Johnny. And you got to think another timing route. Maybe it worked last time. See if you can keep moving that ball. And then is this 4-down territory here? If you want to go, if it's 4th and 1, maybe 4th and 2, you're able to get a couple yards on the ground.
Yeah, you got to think it is 4-down territory here. They've been getting some good consistent gains. Nothing huge thus far. Some big plays early on, but they keep running it up the middle, running it outside, doing some short little screen plays, which have been effective, but, like I said, nothing crazy thus far.
We do have a live stream going on YouTube, which is how we watch this. 3rd down, that's a low snap. Churchill's looking, finally sees a man downfield. It is caught, then dropped. Oh, would have been a 1st down and a great catch. Threw it a little low. Incomplete, and we'll set up 4th down. I think we're going to see the special teams unit come out for the Fury. Real quick, I wanted to go back. On YouTube, we have our live stream going right now, and thank you to everybody tuning in. Dog Boss asks, does anyone know if the winner of this game has any national championship plans? Well, that's a great question. I don't know, but, I think someone does know, and he'll join us at halftime, and that's the PCFL president. So we will ask him that one at halftime. Stay tuned. Here's the snap. Kick, and this one's going to get boomed to the left. That's not going to be a good one, though. There's a flag on the play, and it could be running into the kicker. I think this one could bail out the Fury. We'll wait and see what the call is from head official here. And they're going to confer at midfield. We wait on the call. Been a relatively clean game as well. It's only the second or third penalty flag we've seen so far. And I think that is going to be running into the kicker. Here's the call. It'll be a illegal chop block. Oh, it's going to be against the Fury. So the Rattlers will get better field position after the short punt, and they'll take over about the 42-yard line.
And the battle of defense continues, Alex.
And it's not that it's been a bad offensive game for either team.
No.
Both teams showing flashes. Just better defensive play.
Yeah, these are good offensive teams, but great
better
defensive teams.
teams.
Exactly, Alex. And you know this. And good defense oftentimes beats. Great defense oftentimes beats good offense.
I thought you were going a different way. You know what wins championships, right? It's first down and 10. Here's the handoff. Garner's going to take it. Only about a yard, maybe less, as he gets stopped in the backfield. Oh, and he's down. He'll be helped up. Looks like he's okay. But we mentioned the running game starting to slow down a bit. I think we're going to see these teams start to air it out just a little bit more here, Johnny. Second down and 9.
Yeah, these defensive lines, these defensive front sevens, they're stout here, Alex. So, look to these teams, their aerial attack. Which team has the better quarterback? Which team has some better talent on the ends, on the receiver ends? That team likely will come ahead here, but we shall see. There's a lot of football to be played.
Absolutely. Second down and 9. Here's the pass. Pocket starting to collapse. Plenty of time now. Throwing it downfield. He's got a man. It is caught down at the 10-yard line. A huge reception by Tony Edmondson will set up the Rattlers in the red zone, and he's going to hit that gritty on him.
Having some fun out here, Alex. That's a big play. We were just talking about the air attack here, trying to make some plays with the receivers.
We're going to be a whistle late here. We'll see what the call is. By the way, I do want to update you there. Peter Fong will check back in for the Fury. He did get checked out on the sideline. He is okay.
All right, now we're in the red zone here, Alex. This is a big test. Both teams have struggled in the red zone so far this game. We take another look. Yeah, that crazy throw. Great catch, able to hold on to it through the contact there. Set him up nicely on the 10-yard line.
Absolutely. There was a sideline warning issued, so that is something that we will file in the back of our minds for later in the game. And it's nice to see the referees taking control of the game early here. We're going to wait and see what's going on. The referee on the Rattlers sideline waiting for a call from him for something. And I think he was just documenting the warning to both head coaches there. That's the biggest play we've seen so far. Biggest downfield gain, at least as, in the air. And we'll see what the Rattlers are able to do. We'll take one more look at it. And a great job by Carson as the pocket collapsed. Just stand up, heave one. Had the receiver triple coverage, too. Great pass. So first and goal. Can the Rattlers break the deadlock? 6:29 left in the first half. Carson, shotgun set. Garner to his left. He's going to shout something to his receivers. There's a snap. Plenty of protection. He's looking to his right. Now he's going to roll to his left. Throws one into the corner. It is dropped. Incomplete. Had the man, just couldn't get his hands on it. Second down and goal.
See if they revert back to the run attack here. They've had some success, obviously, with the pass game. That's what landed them here at the 10-yard line. Went for another pass on first down, looking for the end zone. Nearly came away with 6. See what they do here.
This is probably the second best opportunity they've had to score all day, other than having it on the 3-yard line.
Yeah, the Fury defense isn't going to make it easy, though.
Absolutely not. There's the snap. Immediately looks to his left. Timing route. Caught. Touchdown, Rattlers. No, excuse me. A great defensive play at the end will break up the pass. A huge defensive play by the Fury. The crowd loves that one. So do we. We stay deadlocked. 3rd and goal.
Yeah, that was a huge play there by the defense of the Fury. Making it tough in the red zone here, Alex. This is where the game has come down to the trenches. No team able to kind of get over this hump in the red zone. We'll see. The Rattlers will have, one, maybe 2 more chances to go for it on the 4th down. We saw them try to go for the field goal in the first quarter. It didn't work out well. But they've got to be looking to get some points on the board here going into halftime.
When you saw it, it looked like that was number 21. That was I can't speak. Kyle Bauman made the stop there. Excuse me. That might have been Joseph Len. A couple of players wearing the same number, but we tried to make notes before the game. 3rd down and 9. 9 to glory. Throw in corner. It's going to be a jump ball. Nobody gets this one. It'll be incomplete. It's going to set up 4th down. So, do they go to the field goal unit again? Now, you got to think they do after the mistake they made on the first drive.
Yeah, looks like they are going to, Alex, bringing out the kicking unit here. I think that's probably the right move. As difficult as points has been to come by here, 3 is still more than 0.
Absolutely. And especially as the game goes on, how close it's been defensively, those 3 points could be huge.
Yeah, we've seen some of the greatest teams in NFL history, come away with nothing but field goals on the scoreboard. That's been an MO of the local 49ers team up here. That's a fan favorite up here in Northern California.
Absolutely. We can't go without mentioning the Raiders either, but they're in Vegas. Kick is blocked!
Boy!
If that one stays in, they could turn around. It does! He's going to pick it up and fall forward. It's about the 25-yard line. Defense again.
Boy, this Fury defense, that is the 2nd botched field goal for the Rattlers here. Nothing but credit to the Fury, though, making it difficult. Boy, that is a big momentum shift. Fury will have a good chance here to take the lead going into halftime. Like we said, 3 is always more than 0, but 0 is still 0 here, Alex.
Fury get off the field again. The kicker, Dennis Hayen, he wanted a running into the kicker, and looking at that replay, he might have had a case at it. But no call, no foul. No harm, no foul, rather, I guess.
Maybe some harm, Alex.
Maybe some harm. He did get off the pitch a little slowly there, but here come the Fury.
Maybe some harm, no foul, however. Fury here coming in on offense, lining up at about the 26, 27-yard line. Looking to put some points on the board before halftime.
And let's see what they can do. Here's Churchill. Handoff is going to cut back and finally dropped. It looks like a gain of 3. That was Vaughn Smith on the carry again.
Liking what I'm seeing from Vaughn Smith. He's got some size, but he's also playing with a lot of power, and he's agile. He's quick. He's got a little bit of everything here. He could be a playmaker going down the stretch here, maybe the second half.
He definitely does want to run north-south, but you do see him moving east-west very well,
Yeah, he was able to get around his offensive line there, kind of the right side. Good showing some good vision, and that's tough against this Rattlers defense.
2nd down and about 7. Here's the snap to Churchill, and we'll go right back to the ground again. We'll go right back to Smith. Not much that time. Maybe 1. So it's 3rd down and about 6, maybe 5. We'll see where the official mark is.
And all the credit we give to Smith there, the running back. All the more credit to the Rattlers defense. He, like I said, he went outside to the right side of the line. The last play, this time he tries to go to the left. The Rattlers able to make the adjustment there on the defensive line to make the stop. We talked about Demetric Antonio, the defensive lineman for the Rattlers there. Got to believe he's making some plays.
Definitely making some noise out there. We can hear the contact up here in the booth.
Yeah, this is a good contact game. This is a aggressive game, no doubt.
3rd and 6. He's got a man to the right, and he's got him. Plenty of gain, and he'll fall forward. A huge gain for 1st down, and a good gain for the Fury. Puts them close to midfield. And that was Genesis Grimes Scales, the Oak Park native. Great timing route along the corner. We'll take another look at it right here.
Good out route there.
Wasn't afraid to initiate contact either. Fell forward for a couple more yards. And here come the Fury. Only 4 minutes left in the first half as the clock continues to run.
This has been a very well-balanced offensive showing so far from the Fury. Good combination of running attack, air attack, going deep up the middle, going out wide like that last play. Good
both
balanced
teams,
offense.
Johnny.
Absolutely.
This has been a terrific. Oh, free play chance. Oh, they're just going to blow that one dead.
Penalty flags all over the place.
And I think that one's going to be, well, at least Churchill wants that one to be on the Rattlers. And they will convene.
See who's got the popcorn this time, Alex.
The first kernel to pop was, and we wait for the call. And here it comes. No, they're going to say false start on the Fury. So back them up 5, still first down. And they'll take that ball at the 40-yard line. And the clock will run. 3:22 left in the first half. Wind's starting to pick up just a little bit. Snap, handoff.
Yeah,
fall forward for 4. Go ahead, Johnny.
Yeah, Fury offense, indicative of that wind picking up, going to the run attack there. Was that Smith?
I think that was Ernest Ism.
Ernest Ism, yes.
On the carry there.
Bit smaller. Able to dip underneath the offensive line there. Not much of a gain, but, that's a good two-headed attack there for the Fury.
I have Ernest Ism billed out of Providence, Rhode Island.
Yeah, it looks like Smith's coming back in the game here.
There he is. So 2nd and 11 now. Clock continues to run. We're almost at 2 minutes left in the first half. And are the Fury going to be content just trying to get a field goal on this one? Rattlers showing blitz from the middle linebacker. He'll drop back into coverage. Churchill pumps once, finds the man in the flat. And it's going to end up being a loss of about 4 yards, and that's not the way you want to go with time dwindling in the first half.
Yeah, that's a great tackle there by Des Moines Stroman for the Rattlers. Heard his name a couple times already, making some good plays.
Absolutely, especially needed in the flats there.
One of the number of playmakers on this Rattlers defense.
A number of playmakers in this game in general. We've called so many names so far, and they've all just made fantastic plays. And we mentioned it here, defense has been a plethora so far,
yes,
which
indeed.
makes those offensive plays that gain these chunk yardage just that much more incredible to see.
Yeah, we said it time and time. For those of you who weren't here with us in the first quarter, both of these teams are elite defensively. Top two of the 3 best defensive and offensive teams in the league so far this season. A real battle of the champions here.
3rd and 15. Churchill takes a snap. He's looking. He's not going to roll to his left. Avoids another tackle. He falls forward. No, he's still on his feet. And he finally gets pushed out of bounds. A terrific play. It will be 4th down. They'll mark him at the 42, so it won't be as much as he thought he got.
Hey, great effort, though. Didn't see anything downfield. Try to tuck it and run. But this Rattlers defense, once again.
And there it is where you see him step out of bounds. Refusing to give up easy yards. And that's, we haven't seen it all season long here in the PCFL. You see a lot of time guys they're not easy to roll out with. They're not easy to step up in the pocket with. But today we've seen 2 quarterbacks that aren't afraid of initiating contact, stepping up in the pocket, rolling out. Some actually really good quarterback play, too.
All the more, point to the balanced offense here from both of these teams. It's a game of inches, Alex, but when you're playing 2 stout elite defensive teams here,
this one gets kicked straight in the air, and it's going to take a Rattlers bounce. That one gets touched and finally downed. I don't think I've ever said this in my broadcasting life, but that will be a loss of yards
on the punt. Yeah, looks like the ball got lost in the sun there.
Well, we did mention the wind starting to fly a little bit. This one just got a little bit too much air. 1st down and 10 for the Rattlers, and deep into Fury territory. They'll take over about the 38-yard line.
Huge momentum swing there for the Grizzlies.
Rattlers.
Yeah, for the Rattlers there, Alex.
Good save, buddy. They've been close 3 times so far, the Rattlers.
Yeah, Rattlers taking over here on offense about the 42-yard line. Excuse me, the 38-yard line. We're going the other way.
There you go. What was that about my math earlier? Under a minute to play in the first half. You got to think they're going to try to take a shot to the end zone, maybe at least to the 20-yard line, get them in range. Although we did see the Rattlers kicker as he throws this one. Nobody in the area except for Ron Castro, but that was well over his head.
Yeah,
Defense
trying to get the ball out, really.
Mm-hmm.
Got a Kevin Bassbed coming in from the defensive end there, making it tough for the quarterback. Had to just get the ball away. Nothing really there to do with it.
We did see the Rattlers kicker hitting them from 50 yards out in the warm-up. So you got to think any yards here. They don't have any timeouts, but any yards here, get them a little bit closer to field goal range could help. And we'd like to remind you as I step up here, we do have an interview with PCFL President Jamie January coming up at halftime, as well as we will review the first half. Don't go anywhere. 2nd down and 10 from the 38. And there's the snap. He rolls timing route, overthrown by quite a bit, and that's going to set up 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, we got good stuff coming up here at halftime, Alex, from Jamie January. Big exciting news coming up for the PCFL over the next coming years. This is an up-and-coming league. We've seen a lot of fans coming out today. This has been pretty exciting.
Exactly, and especially after the year that we've had, the past 18 months. It's great just to be able to gather together once again, have fans in the stands.
Absolutely,
and
Alex.
watch and play the games that we love to watch.
Yeah, at the start of the season, there was not more than 15, 20 people, maybe some friends and family of the players. But now we've got a good-sized crowd here out for the championship game. Got to be something to do with the, the restrictions being lifted and whatnot. But Mr. Jamie January's got to be happy to see that.
Definitely in the high hundreds of attendance today. It's a packed parking lot here at Bella Vista High School, home of the Broncos, and we'd like to thank them for their beautiful facility. That's 3rd down and 10. He's going to step up in the pocket, finds a man downfield. That one's going to be caught. Ron Castro to the corner. Touchdown, Rattlers, and we're on the board late in the first half. And what a play. Way to step up in the pocket for Carson. Finds Castro. He loves it. We love it. The fans are on their feet. 6-0.
There you go, Alex. First points of the game. Rattlers coming in 6-0 thus far. Love to see points on the board going into halftime. Ron Castro having a big game. That's at least his 3rd catch of more than 10 yards at least. He's been electric out there, been a true playmaker.
The Rattlers teammates love it. We take another look at it, and you see Carson 5-step, pump once, pump twice, step up, had at least 5 yards of separation, and from there it was a foot race, and Ron was not losing that one. So on comes the kicking unit. Samuel Dennis Hay from Sunnyvale. He's 0 for 2 today on field goals. We'll see how he does on extra points. Here's the snap. It's a little high. It's muffed. They're going to try to do something with it, and he'll get brought down. So they're 0 for 3 on special teams today. No good on the extra point. Only about 36 seconds left. Can the Fury answer late in the first half?
Yeah, maybe some championship jitters on the special team units here to start the first half. But, hey, 6 points is more than 0 points, Alex, and it's been a tough defensive game so far. Rattlers just happy to get some points on the board. Ron Castro once again.
And we talked about it a little bit, how good the defenses have been playing so far, which makes those offensive plays all that much more appealing to see and all those more exciting to see. So a great play there, great link up, and they took over on the great field position after the failed punt attempt.
Yeah, Alex, and I got to say here, June 2021, music to my ears hearing this crowd explode like that. That was just an exciting play.
On their feet.
It's a beautiful day here in Sacramento.
Oh, it's absolutely
great conditions
gorgeous.
for a championship football game. How about that?
And great conditions on the field as well. 2 great teams, the 2 best teams in the league. You won your playoff games, you're in the championship game. Cap Fury, 8-0 on the year. They're going to be down at halftime more than likely, unless they can do anything here on the kickoff.
Yeah, there's that second-best Rattlers pass offense in the league with over 1,000 yards coming into this game.
Boomed away. This one's going to be caught about the 10-yard line And we'll see what they're able to do. Looks like they're going to set up some blocks to the left side. Got 1 block, 2 blocks along the sideline. Still won't go down. About the 41-yard line. Finally brought down and sees about 29 seconds left to play in this first half.
I believe that was Darnell Jeffrey on the return there, Alex.
Darnell Jeffrey.
Robert Giles in the return.
Excuse me, that was Robert Giles.
Robert Giles there on the return.
First down and 10.
Championship jitters for Johnny as well.
You know, I played special teams back in the day.
Absolutely. You would think for playing special teams, you'd love your kick returners. I kid. Giles is also a wide receiver. So late here in the first half, an absolute gem of a game so far. I am almost speechless with how good of a game we've seen so far on defense. Can you tell I like defensive football? First down and 10. And we'll see what the Fury dial up. They will get the ball to start in the second half. They did defer, so you got to think they might want to go downfield. This one's on the ground, and Churchill's going to pick it up. He's got wheels, folks. He's going to run for it. He's got a foot race. He's got to the 5-yard line. A great chase down tackle by the Rattlers.
Wow.
They have timeouts on the field, and there's the timeout. 16 seconds left. A almost catastrophic failure on offense with the fumble from the center quarterback exchange. Churchill picks it up, makes man miss, down to the 5-yard line. The Fury could score, could take the lead late in the first half. What a play.
Yeah, you know, as brilliant as that. Wow. Well, you know, he made a nothing into something, a nothing burger into a 80-yard run there. But as impressive as that run was, nearly a touchdown. What a attack. What a tackle there by the Rattlers defensive safety there, maybe.
So defensive and safety
whatever
just stopping the play.
Oh, you know, we got an injury on the field.
But a timeout. I see on the far side as well, it was a timeout called for the Fury as they are in the red zone. They did have 2 remaining.
Maybe some cramping here going on by the
Rattlers. I do see
Rattler.
some cramping out on the far side. We do hope he's okay. We can't see a number, but he looks to be okay, just trying to stretch it out. And there you'll see it now on your screens. Can't say enough about that play. Something lemonades out of lemons.
something lemons. No, that was truly a great offensive play there by the Fury quarterback. Good to see this Rattlers.
We take one more look at it. That play was so nice. We see it twice. Center quarterback exchange, less than stellar. Oh, he used the referee as a pick there. And he was off to the races. Almost got to use my house call, but not quite. He's brought down at the 6. I didn't know pick and rolls could be played in football, my friend, but that one worked out all right. You're a basketball guy, Johnny. We'll be seeing you shortly on NorCal Sports TV for some basketball games coming up.
That was a pretty good pick and pop there by the ref. Set the screen and pulled off.
Check his pocketbooks, folks. The Fury might have paid. No, I kid. First down and goal. Late, 16 seconds. Ball's on the ground again. Churchill picks it up again. Looking. Dan tipped. Caught! Touchdown, Fury! 2 plays of absolute brilliance by DeAndre Churchill to make something out of nothing. And pending the extra point, we might see the Fury take the lead.
How about that, Alex? Churchill making plays left and right. His receivers excited here running up and down the football field. What a crazy exchange that was. It was a bobbled ball. A tough ball, jump ball.
Look at this one again. Another one on the ground. Running back sets a nice little block. Crossbody, tip, and caught.
Wow. What a catch.
Incredible by Raymond Griffin. It's not the 49-yard long one that he had this season, but it is still 6.
A championship game, first touchdown of the game for the Fury there.
The snap, the hold, the kick is up.
And just like that, the Fury have the lead 7-6, Alex.
And that's the broadcaster's curse coming alive. I said, depending what they could do. Great play by Churchill, puts him in great scoring position. And then another great play by him, looking the other way. A tip ball, but, Griffin stayed with it, makes the catch, takes a shot for his trouble. We got a brand new ball game here. The defense dominates 3 3/4 of the first half, but that last little bit.
Yeah, some explosive plays from both teams here. closing out the first half, going into halftime, barring some, some sparks here, some magic here. It's going to be 7-6, but
say nothing. It could happen.
Absolutely,
it could happen. And once again, we are here at Bella Vista High School in beautiful Sacramento, California. It is a warm one, but the action on the field is hotter than the temperature in the air. We have seen two great scores on repeating drives back-to-back, and we didn't see any for most of the first half. And now we see the Fury going to kick this one away. Reminder, the Fury get the ball back to start the second half. So that is the perfect, you want to go 2 for 1. That is the perfect drive if you're the Fury's head coach.
And so far we've seen these defenses stack up the front seven, be able to hold the run game, pretty much to a halt. All the big plays we've seen, all of the scoring we've seen have been mostly from, the pass game, at least this last touchdown and the one before that, obviously.
This one's going to get pooched, caught short, stays on the ground.
It'll be interesting to see how both these teams come out at halftime, having the scores been off of the pass game. See if they kind of adjust their defense, adjust their approach. It's been mostly a good defensive game so far, but obviously teams are trying to make some changes on the margins to pull out a win here in the second half.
Absolutely. 4.2 seconds left in the first quarter, and you got to think either just a quick run. They might take a knee to run out the clock for this first half, and then get their defense ready to start the second half if you're the Rattlers. You need to get a ball out there.
Quick reminder, we are a few seconds away from halftime, and in halftime we will have a conversation with PCFL president.
There you go.
Jamie January.
Hey, speaking of other football leagues, the USFL is coming back there. The old league folded only after 3 years, but apparently coming back in 2022 as a part of Fox Sports.
Yeah, Alex, I was just working on that story a couple days ago, looking at the headlines today, so my apologies for getting it twisted there. But the PCFL, what we're seeing today has been very exciting. Mr. January coming in at halftime, tell us how exciting it's going to be going forward, but looks like we're going to halftime here, Alex.
End of the first half, and the action has been explosive here at the end. The Furies steal with touchdown late, and they take the lead 7-6. We're going to step away for a few minutes, gather our thoughts, but when we come back, PCFL President Jamie January joins me in the booth, and we talk about the future of the league and other topics right here. 7-6 on NorCal Sports TV, the 12th edition of the PCFL Championship. Don't go away.
This broadcast of the 2021 PCFL Championship is brought to you by the Pacific Coast Football League, the top semi-pro amateur football league 10 years running. Visit us at thepcfl.com. And if you're interested in joining the PCFL as a team owner, go to the website and submit an application for team entry. Hauling Harry. Haulin' Harry is your guy. Make the call and Haulin' Harry will get the haul out the way. Hashtag Haulin' Harry. Priceless Tints. Contact 279-465-1134. Title Boxing Club, the original and best boxing club. Call us at 916-329-8803. Taste of Greatness, mobile detail and power wash. Call us at 415-857-9007 for an appointment. Elite Uniforms and Apparel, the proud uniform manufacturer of the PCFL. And the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp, 5-day overnight summer basketball camp in the Sierra foothills of Sonora. Go to norcalsportstv.com/camp for all the details and registration.
Last take. She got it. She got it. She don't. See us in the next one. it. She got it. She don't. See us in the next one.
Man, need 10 to 11 carat too, man. You feel me?
This broadcast of the 2021 PCFL Championship.
Let me set this live up too. About the league, and then we can kind of
All right, as promised, we are here live with PCFL President Jamie January. Jamie, thank you for joining us up here in the booth, my friend. An excellent championship game so far, 7-6, great defensive play, nice little offensive explosion, terrific, offensive plays there to round out the half. What do you think of the game so far?
Man, everything I expected. Two great defenses. Both of these teams was ran well by great owners and great coaches. That's why they're in this game right now. So a lot of people ask me, who did I want to win? And I told them, man, I just wanted a great game.
There we go. Say that again.
Yeah.
What do you think of the game so far, my friend? Sorry about that.
The game is everything I expected. Both of these teams have great ownership and great coaches. That's why they're at this game.
Absolutely.
I've been asked all week, man, who you got? I said, I just want a great game. I want the guys to come out here and perform and put on a show for the PCFL.
Absolutely. So, obviously last year was a challenge with the coronavirus pandemic. How did you guys battle that this year? What challenges did you guys face coming into this season?
The biggest challenge was the fields. And we got to give a big shout out to Charles Howard with his relationship that he had with the Sacramento community. This field right here was booked by Charles. And without Charles, man, it would have been tough. We were trying to stay out the parks and stuff like that. We wanted to keep our image up.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, man, I kind of prayed on it, man, and we got blessed.
Absolutely.
Mr. January, bouncing around, the PCFL so far this season, it's been pretty impressive, this organization and this whole industry thus far. It's kind of on the rise. I want to talk about you and how did you get into the PCFL? Tell me a little bit about your background here.
Man, I got into PCFL. Same thing. Me and my fellow friend Charles Howard, we had a goal to get into the semi-pro. And how I found about semi-pro is my brother, Brandon Easter. He played for championship teams. You know, teams like the Inglewood Blackhawks out there in L.A. He played for the Islanders. That's another championship team. He played for the Outlaws. They was in our league at one time. So when I went to a game, I was like, man, I think I can do this. Mm-hmm. And the reason why I said that, because it was a team that they was playing at the time and they was blowing them out. I was like, man, I think I can do this.
Get a bigger league, get some more talent into it.
It was hard to get into the PCFL.
Yeah.
It was not easy. You had to prove yourself. You had to make sure you had a business plan. It's a lot of teams that trying to get into the into the PCFL and they didn't. So that's why they had to go to other leagues. So I got in on a blessing. So I did I came in 50-50 with a team called at the time it was called the Patterson Lions, with a good friend of mine named Herb. He was the owner. We went 50-50. I came in kind of like a silent owner, built that team up, and then he ended up moving out of state, and then I ended up changing the team into the NorCal Lions.
For sure.
So it was an automatic move into the PCFL.
Absolutely. Yeah. You mentioned a bunch of those other teams, and at the beginning of the PCFL, they had 16 teams.
Yeah.
And I mean, obviously, with the pandemic and with rising costs and everything, we were down to 6 this year, and there was still great talent all across the league. Do you have any plans for growth? How does one grow the league? You know, do any teams, expect to come back? I know we have like the Salinas Spartans. You mentioned the Outlaws, ran with us for a while. What do you see happening?
I mean, the thing is we need great owners, competitive owners that can recruit and keep up with the Rattlers, with the Fury, with the Lions, with good programs like that. Because that's the main thing. If your job or your business fail, if it's not winning, it fails.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So
do you have a way to get those owners in? Do you have who could they reach out to?
They got to reach out to us, to our new ownership. Reach out to me, Darius, and all our other owners, Ray Moore, eBay with the Fury, X and Fred with the Rattlers. Make sure I didn't forget about nobody. Darius, and Howard, because we all work together, man. No, nothing come through us without everybody. It's all a family.
All right, Mr. January, let's talk about these players here a little bit. You mentioned earlier that some players, at the beginning of the season or even prior, they had the difficult time even getting into the PCFL here or into other minor leagues across the state. Tell me about some of these players' backgrounds here. I'm imagining there's got to be some inspiring backgrounds here from the players, some great stories. So where do you find these players? You talked about recruiting as well. Tell me about that process.
I mean, it's kind of about the owner and the coaches, because you don't get the great guys from just putting the ad up or seeing this. They got to know somebody. And they got to be like, what is it like? What's going on? It's hard to get the guys that played in NFL, D1. They have to come out here and really see. Like, if they come to this game, they're like, oh, this is real football. So the hard part is getting them in. Once they in, they in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the main thing is, like, I can name so many players that's just so good. It's just more of who have y'all seen. Y'all can kind of bring some names to me. I can kind of give you their background. I know all the players, so sure. I'll be right here all day.
Yes, sir.
Terrific. And we also spoke before the game, and we'll wrap it up here coming up. I know we got to get back to the second half of this great game. You mentioned NorCal Sports TV and their partnership that we've had with the PCFL, trying to grow it next year. Where do you see the league going? How can NorCal Sports help, and how can everybody help grow this great league?
NorCal Sports is gonna help like it's have helped this year. We're averaging 3,000 to 5,000, probably more views. So now we're getting this good football out there. Because we have a brotherhood where if you know about semi-pro, you know. If you don't, you don't. So now once people know, they're going to know forever. They're going to be, oh, that's that team. So with you guys' exposure, that's going to help us tremendously, man. And that was one of my biggest goals, was to get NorCal Sports to come and do live, because my alma mater and with the MJC, with Coach Stivers, Coach Young, and that's how I knew about NorCal TV. You know
Absolutely. Well, Mr. January, thank you so much for joining us up here in the booth today. Great second half. What do you see happening in the second half? Who do you think steps up?
Whoever make the less mistakes in this second half will win. The Fury have great special teams, so they have to figure out how to stop the Fury special teams.
Absolutely.
So whoever make the less mistakes is going to win this game.
PCFL President Jamie January, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much. If you want to reach out, if you want to be an owner, you want to be a player, reach out to the coaches, reach out to the owners, and keep it locked here on NorCal Sports TV for all of your PCFL coverage. Thank you so much, sir.
Definitely. Appreciate you.
Thank you so much. There you go. Okay. Well, we're coming back in 30 seconds. If you want to dissolve it now, we can. You ready? Well, welcome back to NorCal Sports TV's coverage of the 12th PCFL Championship. Fury take a late lead there in the first half, 7-6. Alex Tasker here in the booth with Johnny DiAugustini once again. And Johnny, entertaining games. Not to step on defense's toes here because it's been fantastic. But DeAndre Churchill definitely took that last minute of the first half and made it his own out there.
Absolutely. He's showing, the ability to turn nothing into something. We've seen him do that a number of times in the first half. He's got a good arm. He's making some good throws, putting it in places where only his receivers can get it. Also throwing good balls that are, come off the fingertips well in case of a good tip. We've seen a couple of bobbled passes be pulled down by the receivers there. But we heard Mr. January, Jamie January.
There it is.
Excuse me, tongue-tied here. Mr. Jamie January talked about the teams needing to limit mistakes. The team that will win is the team that makes less mistakes. And when you have a game that comes down to two elite defenses like this, oftentimes that's the case. Whichever team's making more mistakes gives the defense a chance to really pull it out of their hands there. But the teams that make the less mistakes, the teams that are cleaner, those are the teams that are going to find the holes in the defense, few as they are. They are there. We've seen some big plays down the field. We've seen some success up in the front, running the ball inside. But these all comes down to making the right play with efficiency. No mistakes, Alex.
Absolutely. 30 minutes to greatness. And our thanks again to PCFL President Jamie January. Rattlers kick this one away. Second half underway. And this one's going to take a bounce about the 15. It will be picked up about the 10. They're going to try to switch the field. He's got a block, and he's got plenty of room. Needs to make one man miss. He does. Needs to make a couple more to the right. Stiff arm, still on his feet, out at the 42-yard line. Finally shoved out of bounds on the Rattlers sideline. A little extracurriculars, but a huge return for the Fury, setting him up well to start the second half.
Yeah, we see some difficulty bringing their man down from this Rattlers defense, but, maybe some bobbles in the early going here will help them lock in, and we know that they have the ability to.
And we do have a player down on the far sideline. He's got his head down. It's hope that he is okay. We'll make out what the player is when we can find out. We'll take a break so they can take care of him. When we come back, more of the second half action. Don't go anywhere.
This broadcast of the 2021 PCFL Championship is brought to you by the Pacific Coast Football League, the top semi-pro amateur football league 10 years running. Visit us at thepcfl.com. And if you're interested in joining the PCFL as a team owner, go to the website and submit an application for team entry. Hauling Harry. Why ask why? Haulin' Harry is your guy. Make the call and Haulin' Harry will get the haul out the way. Hashtag Haulin' Harry. Priceless Tints. Contact 279-465-1134. Title Boxing Club, the original and best boxing club. Call us at 916-329-8803. Taste of Greatness, mobile detail and power wash. Call us at 415-857-9007 for an appointment. Elite Uniforms and Apparel, the proud uniform manufacturer of the PCFL. And the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp, 5-day overnight summer basketball camp in the Sierra foothills of Sonora. Go to norcalsportstv.com/camp for all the details and registration. This broadcast of the 2020
All right, welcome back, everybody. Second half just getting underway here at beautiful Bella Vista High School, home of the Broncos. 12th PCFL championship, and we believe that was a Genesis Grimes Scales who went down there. He had a big first half. We hope he's okay. We'll get him checked out, and we'll keep you updated on his status as the game goes along.
Yeah, that's the hometown wide receiver from Sacramento there, Genesis Grimes Scales.
Yes, sir. First down and 10, handoff. Going to bounce it to the outside. Needs to make another man miss. There's those good east-west moves there by Vaughn Smith on the carry.
Yeah, he's been exciting. He's been exciting in this run game here, getting outside when he needs to. Showing good vision, good athleticism, no doubt.
So second down and 4 for the Fury. And Vaughn Smith definitely the leading ball carrier for the Fury so far. It really has been DeAndre Churchill making a name for himself today. I mean, there's the raw athleticism we've seen from him so far. He's from Weed, California, San Jose City College. There's the snap. Handoff to Smith. He's going to crawl forward, and I don't think he got to the line. No, they'll mark him down a yard short. So he's going to set down a third down and about 4 again. Third and 4.
PCFL would like me to remind you that all kids have to go into the stands. There are no kids allowed on the sidelines at all.
And we'll start to see how heavy the legs start to get on both sidelines here. It was very fast, hard-hitting first half. You know, it is still very warm down there on that turf. This is a new field as well, so it has those rubber bits in the field.
Yeah, it's worth noting that it's always going to be 10 to 15 degrees hotter on the turf as it is in already pretty hot degree weather in Sacramento here. It's got to be 90s, 95.
There's the snap. Back to passes. Churchill sees his man to the right, looking in just over his head. It'll be incomplete. And here comes the special teams unit on to punt this one away. It is worth noting that a muffed punt did set up the Rattlers for their first touchdown of the game. So I did see a new punter warming up on the sideline during halftime. And we'll get a name out for you here, depending on who it is. Ball just about at midfield. Oh, looks like they have too many on the field for the Rattlers. There's the snap. This one away. I don't think they got caught. Booming punt downfield about the 10-5. What a punt. That's going to get dropped about the 6 or 7 yard line. We'll end up marking it. Oh, they'll give them a nice bounce. They'll give it to the 9, but a huge punt there for the Fury. That's going to set up the Rattlers deep in their own territory.
Yeah, that's got to be one of the best punts we've seen all year in the PCFL. Keeping it there at the 8 or 9 yard line. setting them up in tough field position here for the Rattlers.
Good special teams play is hard to come by in any league, so that just makes it, everybody likes to dunk on the punters, the kickers a little bit. Oh, they're probably great golfers. All they do is you play 15 seconds a game. But they're a necessity. I have love for my.
Hey, they might be great golfers. That's a mind game, Alex.
Well, they know how to drive a ball. They good swing. I was a baseball player growing up, man. It's bad. I can't keep my anyway. We'll not talk about golf. I hope the people watching on YouTube get a laugh out of that one, Johnny. They probably won't. No, I just give them a hard time. 1st and 10. Ball on the 9-yard line. Here come the Rattlers. Their first possession of the second half. Snaps a little low, but it's going to be handed off up the middle. Gain of about 1. And that ball is on the ground. I think the Fury said they came up with it.
How about this Fury defensive line here?
The Fury taking over immediately, and that's why the punt sets up the play.
Injecting some energy back into this game here, Alex. This Fury team, they're jacked up on the sidelines. This is fun. This is great field possession for the Fury here, looking to improve the score. 7-6 right now. Things could get out of hand pretty quickly.
We'll see what happens. That was Jonathan Prince Mason with the big paw in the pile. He ripped that one out. You can see it on the replay just there. 12:56 to play in the third quarter. Great field position after the punt.
This has been where the Rattlers defense has stood up, though. In the first half, we saw stop after stop after stop in this red zone. See if anything changes here, Alex.
DeAndre Churchill put on a show last time he was in the red zone. Let's see what they can do this time. There's the snap. Perfectly placed. Fade ball, far side, up, and incomplete. Broken up at the last minute by the Rattlers. A nice defensive play to set up second down and 10.
Yeah, that was, Alex. That was a good play by the Rattlers secondary there. They love going to that fade route here from the Fury, and it's worked. It's worked a couple times so far, but, good defense there from the Rattlers.
We'll take a look at it here. And it was a beautifully played ball for Churchill. Right up, receiver went up. It was great, just defensive play.
Dropped it right on the helmet of the defender.
I don't know, I never played quarterback. I'd say that's what they teach you, but I don't want to sound ignorant. Second down and 10. They do not need to score. They can get to the 1-yard line to get a first down. Handoff to the left side. We're going to run into 3, 4, 5 Rattlers. It's finally brought down about the 6.
Nate Isom on the carry.
It was Nate Isom. We've called his brother Ernest name quite a bit today, but Nate with his first carry that we've called so far. It's going to set up a 3rd and about 7.
Yeah, that's Nate Isom, 6 foot flat, 225, coming in with some power. Able to push 3 defenders a couple yards there. Setting up a 3rd and about 9, it looks like.
I think they're going to give him 7 from here.
3rd and 7 there? Okay.
Yeah, I can see a little bit closer there. Chain gang was off just a bit. Isom from North Highlands, California. I want to give a shout out there. Not too far from where we're playing tonight's game. Churchill with the snap, 3rd down, looking to pass, cross the middle, incomplete. Almost deflected, but there's a flag on the play, and they're going to. I think that one's going to set up 1st and goal. I think it's going to be pass interference on the defense.
Yeah, we heard Jamie January talk about it at halftime. The team that's going to win this game is the team that makes fewer mistakes. These pass interference, that's exactly what he's talking about, Alex. Those little mistakes. When you have a game that's predicated on defense, these mistakes are really the the knife in the back that killed him.
And there's the official call from our head referee today. So that's going to put him up with excellent field position. 1st down.
Fury will get another 3 or 4 tries here in the red zone.
You got to think they're going to go 4 if they're 2 yards out.
I don't know, though. They're up by 1. They might want to, extend it to a 4-point lead, at least get ahead by more than 1 field goal. That's a little safer than going for the 6. But, it's worked for them in the past, so we'll see.
It has worked for them in the past, but you got to think with the premium that scoring has been today. 4 downs to go up by 8. And then really force the Rattlers to make a play on offense. Timeout's going to be called on the field, and that's going to be by the Fury. Head coach did not like what he saw from the defense or by his offense. They take a timeout, And so will we. First down and goal when we come back here live on NorCal Sports TV.
Man, need 10 11 carry too, man. You feel?
Last take. She got it. She got it. She don't. See us in the next one.
First down and goal. Fury with a chance to take a huge lead. There's the handoff. Left side. Falls forward. Touchdown, Fury. 7-point lead pending the extra point. Could be 8. They're flexing down in the end zone. And they didn't need the 4 downs, Johnny.
There it is. That's huge for the Fury there, Alex. That's the first score we've seen on the ground thus far this game. You saw them set up. They had 2 blockers in the backfield with him ready to go. Ended up working out there for him, Alex. Here we go. See the replay.
Nice seal block on the edge. Slides in. Easy as you like. That's how you draw it up on offense. On for the extra point come the Fury. Making an 8-point game. It's Danny Betancourt from San Jose. The kick is up and good. 8-point game for the Fury. Stepping on the gas early in the second half. Can the Rattlers answer when they get the ball back after we come back on NorCal Sports TV? Take a look at the replay again as we go to break. Your score 14-6.
This broadcast of the 2021 PCFL Championship is brought to you by the Pacific Coast Football League, the top semi-pro amateur football league 10 years running. Visit us at thepcfl.com. And if you're interested in joining the PCFL as a team owner, go to the website and submit an application for team entry. Hauling Harry. Why ask why? Haulin' Harry is your guy. Make the call and Haulin' Harry will get the haul out the way. Hashtag Haulin' Harry. Priceless Tints. Contact 279-465-1134. Title Boxing Club, the original and best boxing club. Call us at 916-329-8803. Taste of Greatness, mobile detail and power wash. Call us at 415-857-9007 for an appointment. Elite Uniforms and Apparel, the proud uniform manufacturer of the PCFL.
Fury set to kick this one away as they've taken an 8-point lead early here in the second half. We have just about 11 minutes plus to play in the third quarter. And Betancourt set to kick this one away. Once again, Betancourt from San Jose, California. Kicks this one, low line drive. Is going to take a skip. Picked up by the Rattlers about the 10-yard line. Slowly gaining speed, now gaining a little bit more. Big return down to the 46-yard line. And that's where the Rattlers will start their second possession of this second half. First one was a one-and-done run and fumble. And that was by Sharon Garner Sr. So we'll see what happens in the second possession here. You got to think maybe, the running games have slowed. We mentioned it a little bit going in to the end of the first half, Johnny. Maybe they'll pick it up here in the second?
Yeah, we'll see, Alex. This is going to be a good litmus test for this Rattlers offense here in the second half. It's been tough going thus far, but this is a pretty important drive if they want to stay in this one. The Fury's offense has been definitely hard to stop, so you don't want to give the ball back to them without scoring here on this drive, Alex, for the Rattlers.
So here we go. First down and 10. Good field position for them. Now coming set. And they'll fake the handoff. He'll roll a little bit. Big hit coming on the blind side. That one's going to be tipped. There is a flag on the field. And we'll wait and see what the call is. It came from the far sideline. I think that one's going to be a hold. At least that's what the initial signal is. We'll wait and see who it's on. I couldn't quite make that out from the referee.
Yeah, flag aside, Alex Ralph Sotelo, defensive end for the Fury, making it tough there for the Rattlers, giving some good pressure on the quarterback.
It will be holding on the Fury, so that's going to be an automatic first down. So no harm, no foul if you are the Rattlers. 10 yards puts them into Fury territory as well.
Tough break for Ralph Sotelo. Like I said, just a great play there from him. You see him rushing the quarterback.
And he sheds his block well on the near side.
I think his teammates got to help him out a little bit there.
Just a little bit there, you know.
No mistakes, as Mr. Jamie January said. No mistakes, guys. Come on.
So here we go, 1st and 10 in Fury territory. It's low snap. He'll take 2 steps back. Fade right. He's got a man just out of the reach of his hands. There's good coverage downfield by the Fury. He's going to set up 2nd down. Looked like a track meet there. It was neck and neck as they went downfield.
Yeah, there was a chance to squeeze it in there, too, and he almost had it. It was just a couple inches long, it looked like.
Here it is again.
Good coverage.
Absolutely. Still good field position. The wind's starting to pick up. Temperature's starting to drop a little bit here. And the crowd is starting to move a little bit closer together. They're in the shade now. They're starting to bundle up for a little bit of warmth. I don't think the players are going to necessarily have to bundle up here. They've just been sweating all afternoon. It's definitely still hot down on the turf.
162 degrees down there, I'm sure.
It's a little high, I would think, for the turf there, Johnny. 162. Surface of the sun, 2nd down and 10. Steps back, finds the pocket. Picked off. That could go all the way. He's got room, makes one man miss. A huge tackle by the quarterback. Oh, Morris Carson stops that one from being 6, but Jamie January said it at halftime. We say it again, you got to limit the mistakes. And the Rattlers have made 2 big turnovers to start the second half. Huge turnovers. Can the Fury take advantage again? Stretch this advantage.
Let's see if we can't get a look at that replay. Where does it all start, Alex? It starts with the pressure from the defensive line from the Fury, play after play. Wow, what a play there from the Fury defense.
At the end of the play, we had unsportsmanlike conduct on the Fury.
And you see on the play, unsportsmanlike conduct is going to back him up 15 yards. So 49-yard line. I think they're going to call him on the celebration here. You might see steps. First of all, great read by the linebacker. Steps up, and he starts, I don't know. That's a little chippy for, oh, there it is. There it is on the sideline.
Some collateral damage. Net positive play nonetheless.
Wanted to go back to the temperature. Wanted to mention that it's currently 91 degrees still here in Fair Oaks, California, where this one is. It's a subsection of Sacramento, near Carmichael and Orangevale for those watching online.
Got the backdrop of the beautiful Sacramento suburbs here.
A beautiful neighborhood. Got the mountains in the background. Not too far from Folsom, up the hill. Great places to eat and stay. Here's the snap, rolling to his right, finds a timing route. Just shoved it into his pocket. He caught it. 1st down and more. Churchill makes a nice play with the hand in his face.
And that's a good sign to see Genesis Grimes scales back on the field, making that catch up the middle. Another great look from the quarterback, Churchill. He's having one heck of a game.
A terrific play, and you beat me to it. Good to see Genesis Grimes scales back on the field after he got shook up a little bit on that opening kickoff of the second half. Johnny's starting to get roasted in the online chat. 2,000 degrees on the field. Is that Celsius or Fahrenheit or Kelvin, my friend?
Probably Fahrenheit. Alex,
Probably Fahrenheit.
Maybe a little bit more, 2021 degrees.
Ball got put down on the turf from the center quarterback exchange. Churchill just rolls back and throws it. Thinks he had one in the way. Rattlers want intentional grounding on that one. I don't think they're going to get that one. Looks like they're not willing to listen to that. At least the referees aren't. And they are not happy on that sideline.
Yeah, Rattlers need a stop here, Alex. That is going to be key if they're going to want to come away with a victory in this championship game. Fury are showing they want it.
Absolutely, my friend. But anything can happen. Still plenty of time left. Not out of hands by any stretch of the imagination.
Fat Lady's not even here yet. She hasn't even begun warming up. It's not over until she sings, as they say.
Has not arrived at the stadium.
She's stuck in traffic.
Absolutely. It's been bad lately. Churchill throws left side. He's got a man. He's caught 8 yards on the carry, maybe 7. And finally get dropped.
Yeah, that's Robert Giles on the catch there, Alex.
The 185 product from Roseville, California. Went to Butte College. Played football there for a little bit.
How about Churchill continuing to show poise here in the pocket, finding his open men? See if we can get another look at that replay.
Ask and you shall receive, sir.
Top quality production up here in the booth.
Only the best here on NorCal Sports TV. Rattlers starting to look, dare I say, a little rattled, pun intended, on defense. They're starting to look around and say, where's my man, where's my backup? Showing blitz, then deciding to step back. Handoff. Flag on the play. This one was back in the backfield, and we'll see what the call is.
Vaughn Smith there took a shoulder from his teammate.
Ouch.
Hey, you said the Rattlers looking rattled. Fury continuing to look furious here. Running it up the middle there. Vaughn Smith continuing to be a playmaker for the Fury.
Holding on the offense will back up the Fury 10 yards. It's already tough on third down. What are we, Dr. Seuss with furious and rattled?
Hey, we're having fun here, Alex. It's a championship game. It's a beautiful day here in Sacramento. You gotta take a step back and enjoy it every once in a while.
And this is what you play for. This is the game that you look forward to all season long. When you get that first practice of the year, say, we're going all the way this year. Nobody's going to stop us. They put in the work. Both teams are here because of that work ethic, and they're here. And they're having fun, and so are we.
Yeah, now offensive linemen, no holding, okay? In the second half of the championship game, we can't be having that.
None of that. That's we work on that in practice. We talking about practice. Yeah, I'll drop an AI reference. I don't care. Shout out. Third down and long. Let's see what Churchill can come up with. Takes the handoff. Man, hand in his face. Another hand in his face. Finally gets caught. Dropped after a gain of 5. But he took 2-3 shots on the way down. And that's going to set up fourth down and long. And I think the Fury are going to, here comes the punt team.
Yeah, as botched of a play as that was, though, Alex, Churchill still finding a way to make it, at least get back to the line of scrimmage, not take a sack here. But ultimately, not much to do about anything really there.
No, sir.
Yeah, it's going to bring out the punt team here. Rattlers going to get another chance to put some points on the board here in the second half.
And good defense stepping up again for the Rattlers. After that second turnover of the half, they're stepping up. They're making sure they're getting the offense off the field. Sans the first touchdown, I guess, of the second half. But after that turnover, it could be easy to be deflated, to feel defeated. But they got off the field. And this one's going to get skied high, short punt, not the best effort there. It will take a bit of a Fury bounce. It's rolled inside the 20 and then picked up about the 15.
Yeah, Alex, when they say get some air under the kick, I don't think that's what they mean.
Not that much. No, I don't think so. We got a Rattler player late to get him. Now he gets up.
So we talked about the Rattlers offense here. You said how defeating it can be to fall behind in the early goings of the second half here. This has got to be a pretty important drive for them. Not great field position despite, a little short kick there, but nonetheless, they got to get some points on the board here.
Absolutely, Johnny.
Got 80 and some odds yards to go.
And they haven't set up with good field position since the last one. So you saw how that one ended up as well.
You talked about AI. Rattlers looking for their answer.
Oh, John, you are a basketball fan, my friend. Can't wait to call a game with you there. NorCal Sports TV, again, the home of lots of high school basketball action. Be sure to lock in, subscribe so you don't miss any of that. First down, thrown out quickly to the flat. Got to make a man miss, and he does. He's got a block downfield, decides to go back inside. It's only going to end up being a long gain of 4.
Hollis is complete to
Hollis
Austin
with the
Winston.
pass.
Brought down by Larry Gassaway.
So second down, and it looks about 6-yard lines from here. Yes, we'll take a look at it. Nice little juke to his left. Got a block. And I think he wanted to cut back the other way.
It was a good move getting around his blocker there after the first juke, set him up for some positive gain. Maybe he's the answer, Alex. We'll see. You're talking about NorCal Sports TV. How awesome is it, this industry, this organization kind of, finding some ingenuity, in broadcasting.
Absolutely. The second down pass is going to be caught. This will be a first down. Finally just going down. Didn't see much contact. Maybe he just tripped over his feet. No, he's starting to cramp up a little bit. It'll be third down and short. There was a nice reception. Hollis reached him across the middle.
Yeah, grabbing at his left ankle, it looks like. Maybe left calf, like you said,
could be cramping
bit
up.
of a cramp, maybe.
That is Ron Castro, and he's made some big plays for the Rattlers. You hate to see him go down. We take a look. He went down on his own volition there. Oh, his hands up. He is not in any sort of comfort right now.
This is not a good look for Rattlers fans. Ron Castro has been huge.
Absolutely. We'll take a step away so they can tend to Mr. Castro, and we'll come back after these messages. Don't go anywhere.
This broadcast of the 2021 PCFL Championship is brought to you by the Pacific Coast Football League, the top semi-pro amateur football league 10 years running. Visit us at thepcfl.com. And if you're interested in joining the PCFL as a team owner, go to the website and submit an application for team entry. Hauling Harry. Why ask why? Haulin' Harry is your guy. Make the call and Haulin' Harry will get the haul out the way. Hashtag Haulin' Harry. Priceless Tints. Contact 279-465-1134. Title Boxing Club, the original and best boxing club. Call us at 916-329-8803.
So Ron Castro helped off the field he was able to get up under his own power, which we would like to see as well. And again, we will monitor his status and see what happens to him on the sidelines.
Yeah, hope to get him back like we did Genesis Grimes Scales. Hopefully it's just a minor injury there. Ron's pretty exciting.
The third down run is going to get right to about the line of scrimmage, and a good stop by the Fury, so it's going to set up fourth down and short. And Garner was on the carry, but now Garner seems to be down. Yeah, Garner's slow to get up now. We mentioned a little earlier, the heat might be getting to some of these players. And as the training staff comes on, we'll step away again so they can tend to Mr. Garner. NorCal Sports TV's coverage of the 12th PCFL Championship. We'll be back.
Last take. She got it. She got it. She don't. See us in the next one.
So Garner is helped off the field. He's limping a little bit, so we'll monitor his status as the game goes on as well.
Yeah, he's been pivotal for this Rattlers run game, so we hope he can get back on the field pretty quick.
Yeah, he has been the bell cow so far.
Looks like they're going for it here, Alex.
4th and 1. It's a delayed QB sneak. He's going to roll forward. Hollis is going to get that first down. And that's a terrific first down for the Rattlers. That's going to keep this drive alive. Keeps that ball out of the Fury's hands at least for a few minutes longer. And more importantly, gives them a chance to keep going downfield and score.
Yeah, that is the goal of this drive here, Alex. I guess that's the goal of the game, right? Put some points on the board. But, hey, this is the championship football game. We got two elite defenses here. Easier said than done, but got to put your money where your mouth is at some point here, Rattlers. Come on. Should be an exciting end of the game, no less.
Absolutely, and this game has been exciting so far. The two best teams in the PCFL, Northern California's premier Semi-Pro Football League. It's going to be a jet sweep action. Hollis hands it off, but good penetration by the Fury defense will stop them in the backfield. It's going to be a loss of about 2. Looks like Lou Reed, I believe, was on the tackle for the Fury.
I believe that was Lee Reed the second
Reed.
there, Alex.
Excuse me.
Lee Reed the second, 6'5", 280, out of Sacramento.
YouTube chat's not going to like that one, Johnny. We are keeping up with you at home as well. We see your chats, all of you tuned in today.
Yeah, we talked about the NorCal Sports TV. How fun is it to have some live interaction here? You know, from a million miles away, 10 miles away, maybe you're next door. Maybe you're in one of these beautiful houses in the backdrop of, this high school here, Sacramento suburbs. Got a fun game here.
Hollis got to look to throw. Almost picked off again. Hollis might take a breath of fresh air after that one. It's going to be dropped. It'll be 3rd down and long. And the Rattlers' offensive line is starting to be swarmed by the Silverbacks there. They're swarmed by the Fury.
Yeah, a number of times you've seen this Rattlers offense get jostled here, be forced to make a throw. Yeah, that was a tough one. That was real close to being a pick six there, Alex. That would have been some icing on the cake for the Fury.
Oh, I don't know about icing on the cake, Johnny. There's a lot of game left to play here. But definitely, there's been quite a few of these.
Not quite a dagger.
No, fair.
There's still, you got more to put on that cake than just the icing. But
okay. You sprinkles guy over here. I see what you're going for.
It's a first base, Alex. It's the first base. You want to talk about baseball?
Well,
I
thought we were talking about cake and popcorn, Johnny.
We're talking about a little bit about everything here, Alex.
3rd and 14, big play coming up for the Rattlers. They converted on 4th down this drive. Let's see what Hollis can do with the ball. Snap, 2-step drop, looking downfield. Track meet. Oh, he's pushed off. Wait and see. There's the late flag, and I think they're going to get a first down off pass interference.
Fury defender is contending his case here, making his case. It looked, that's a tough one. It did look like maybe the receiver pushed off a little bit. We'll see what happens here with the referees.
Here's the official call. It will be pass interference on the defense. That's going to set up the Rattlers in Fury territory. We'll take a look at it here after we see the call.
Yet another mistake outlined by Mr. Jamie January at halftime could be the crux here of the Fury.
We take a look downfield. It's tough to see on that angle, but there does look like there was an extra push. That call came in right away.
Yeah, tough one. Those that secondary, he was running in stride with the receiver there. That's got to be a tough call to make, but we'll see what the Rattlers can do with some improved field position here.
1st down and 10. Hollis, handoff up the middle. Get about a yard, and that's going to be about it.
And not a mucho there.
Not much at all. The Fury, again, swarming the rushing game here. Early on, you saw them. It's the first drive of the game. The Rattlers just moved down the field. Chunk run, throw to the flat, chunk, flat. Now, I can't remember the last big running play they've had.
2nd down and 8.
Yeah, the Fury come into this championship game on the season's 2nd best defense in the league, allowing just 9 points a game. We'll see if the Rattlers can get even to that mark here, but that won't do it. They're going to need to outscore the Fury's average, be better than the average team, which they are. As we mentioned, the Rattlers' 2nd best offense in the league thus far. Certainly capable of doing it, but we need to see some improvements to close out the second half and the game.
2nd down and 8, thrown down to the flat and then brought down after a gain of about 4 or 5. Referees on the scene quickly to prevent any extracurriculars, but that will set up a 3rd down and about 3-yard line. It's a convertible 3 as well.
So we're looking for the competitive margin here, Alex. Do you think there's any advantage to the Rattlers' sidelines being completely engulfed in sun at this point in the evening? Could that have any effect on the game here? Like we've mentioned time after time, it's over 90 degrees here. Seen some players with their hands on their hips.
I think there is an advantage to be seen. They have been in the sun all day, but we're starting to see more shade on this sideline. Tough to say for the Rattlers, but 3rd and 3. Clock is running. Just over 2 minutes left here in the 3rd quarter. Time starting to dwindle in the 12th edition of the PCFL Championship. And let's see what Hollis does. Motion man comes. Fakes the handoff. It's going to be a dive up the middle. He's got plenty of room. He's got a first down and more. Still on his feet, still falling. He gets down to about the 37-yard line. That's a terrific carry.
Darnell Jeffrey on the run there.
The Vallejo product gives a huge running game. And right as this announcer says anything about not any big rushing plays, cracks off that one for a gain of 15+, and that's going to get them into Fury territory.
Alex, you have a unique commentary curse. I feel like
The broadcaster curse is a real thing, and I swear by it. The second I say anything and say, well, we haven't seen anything here, they will go and do it. So I will
what do you think the Rattlers are going to score?
I don't know. Hey, Venmo donations, you can find me at Task Free on there. Tell me what to curse them, and I'll help them out as the Rattler fans slide into my Venmo. That was a nice run play design there, absolutely.
Good power run.
And let's see what they can do on first down here. Hollis in the shotgun. There's the snap. Pump fakes once, looking to his right. Downfield's got a man too high. Had plenty of room to run. Could have been a big play just out of the reach of his receiver. And we couldn't quite make out who that was.
Yeah, looked like number 1. It could have been Lee Slaughter there. He's number 4. We don't have a wide receiver number 1 on our rosters here, but hey, regardless, good defense being made, making it tough on the quarterback there.
While they set up for their second down play, we were mentioning it's great to have the fan interaction with us here on YouTube. We'd like to read a few of them here. Lou Reed for the tackle. Is David Bowie going to make an interception? I only wish David Bowie would make an interception, dog boss. I miss the star man. Second down and 10. Hard count for Hollis. Big blitz into the backfield. Fury drops him for a gain, or excuse me, a loss of 7. A huge loss. Lee Reed, not Lou Reed. Lee Reed on the stop, and that's going to set up a third and very long for the Rattlers.
Yeah, that's Lee Reed the second there. Give that man some honor. He's made some big plays here in the second half. We saw him on the last drive. Again, making big plays here. Setting up now for
third down.
Third down?
I'll give it 15. I'll need a big play here. Just about a minute left in this one, in the third quarter, that is. 4 wide receivers, 2 each side. Hollis takes a snap. Rolling to his right now. He comes back to his left. He's going to try to dump it. Whoa!
Got a flag on the
flag
field.
from the head official there. Got helmets on the field. And let's see what the call is. And I think that's going to be a hold on the Rattlers. So I think that's going to be, they're going to decline this one.
Yeah, tentative sack there by Kevin Bassbed. See what the refs call here. Yeah, number 99, Bassbed there, 6'6", 250-pound edge rusher. Certainly made his impact felt. It will be holding on the Rattlers declined. So the sack by Bassbed there will hold.
Just like the offensive lineman did. There's the worst joke you'll hear our day. So fourth down and long, and on comes the special teams unit to punt this one away. And if you're the Rattlers, you definitely want to try to pin them here as the defense has been stout. Here's the kick. This one's up high. It's going to go to about the 15-yard line. No fair catch called for. Tries to go one way, now goes the other. Now he's running north-south with it. Flag on the play, couple flags on the play. Still with the ball, 15, steps out of bounds about the 19. He'll get wrapped up.
It looked like Genesis Grimes scales on the return, got a flag on the play. We'll see what happens.
It looks like it's going to be illegal use of hands, blocking the back on the Fury. So negate most, if not all, actually, yeah, more of that run. So Scales gets nothing on that one.
We got some of the local youth making their laps around the field here. Watch out for some
young
flying
children.
field goals.
We've heard the PA announcer say quite a few times. As we take a look, there's the block in the back.
Block in the back against the Fury.
And there it is.
Half the distance to the goal from the
It's going to set up on the 5-yard line, Fury, so 95 yards to glory. And we'll see if DeAndre Churchill can lead his team downfield and put up some more points on the board. So here we go. Just under a minute left in the third quarter. Snap, handoff, plenty of room to run. He's got some blockers on the right side. Still on his feet, out at the 23-yard line.
A nice run by Nate Isom.
Nate Isom on the carry. And a huge gain to get them out of the danger zone. Somebody called Kenny Loggins if we're doing music humor there.
Boy, this Fury team holding their own on the defense, obviously holding the Rattlers to just, 6 points at this point. But their offense, how about their offense here? It has been nothing short of impressive. They come into this game with the best offense in the league, scoring more than 27 points per game.
The end of the third timeout here. No, it's the end of the third quarter, my friend. This one's still close. Fury have an 8-point lead, 14-6. When we come back, they take over on first down. We'll be right back. Fourth quarter action in the Pacific Coast Football League Championship on NorCal Sports TV.
Broadcast of the 2021 PCFL Championship is brought to you by the Pacific Coast Football League, Hauling Harry, Priceless Tints, Title Boxing Club, Taste of Greatness Mobile Detail and Power Wash, Elite Uniforms and Apparel, and the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp.
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action just about to get underway here from Bella Vista High School in beautiful Sacramento, California. It's the final quarter of the Pacific Coast Football League Championship. Fury have the ball in an 8-point lead to start the fourth quarter. A few more comments here on the YouTube stream as we get back for first down. What does the PCFL stand for? Pacific Coast Football League. A lot of arguing of the flags. Here's the handoff. Rattlers wrap him up right away on first down. I don't think he got any gain on that one, Johnny. Vaughn Smith was on the carry. Got nothing on that. So it's obvious the Rattlers definitely need to get a stop.
Yeah,
touchdown.
This is certainly a big test for the Rattlers defense here. If they want any chance to come away with a victory in this championship game, their defense is going to have to stand up here and prove to be that, top 3 team in the league this season thus far on defense.
Rattler fans are getting ready in the chat. Second down, 10. Big bomb downfield. He's got a receiver. It's caught. 35-yard line, rolls out of bounds. A huge reception by Robert Giles on the play. I'm sorry, that was Raymond Griffin.
Yeah, 6'4" product, Raymond Griffin out of Roseville here in East Sacramento. What a throw, Alex. Let's talk about that quarterback.
What a throw, what a catch. Take a look at it again, my friends. Steps up into the pocket, beautiful throw. Beautiful catch, rolls down to the 35-yard line. And that's going to set up the Fury in Rattlers territory. And right as you mentioned it, Rattlers need to stop. And you go back to the mistakes that have been made today and just the unforced errors as they line up here. The missed field goal early, a missed extra point, another missed field goal. Here's the snap. Looking downfield again. Pumps once. He's going to roll to his left. Throws a dart, and he's got a man. 10-yard line and out of bounds. Fury decided to move quickly down the field. Dixon on the catch. Churchill making some moves out there. Jared Dixon, the Oak Park product from Sierra College, moves them down into the red zone. And let's see what the Fury choose to do here.
Boy, yet another great play by DeAndre Churchill. One heck of a quarterback here for the Fury. Looks like we may have a timeout here on the field.
It does look like we do. They take a timeout. We'll step aside as well to get a message from our sponsors, who we could not do this broadcast without. You're watching PCFL Championship 12 on NorCal Sports TV.
Last take. She got it. She got it. She don't. See us in the next one.
They need 10 to 11 carry too, man. You feel?
Fourth quarter action just getting started here in the 12th edition of the PCFL Championship. In the red zone are the Fury. They're lining up in that special formation. We saw them do this earlier. Ended up being a trick play. Ball's on the ground. They're going to come back up with it. Throws it across the sideline, and it's incomplete. Still had the man downfield, and Churchill still had the wherewithal to know where the ball was, pick it up and know where his receiver was, and get that play off.
Yeah, bobbled off the hands of Robert Giles there, but like you said, a great play from the quarterback. Yeah, we're seeing a bit of a change of body language here from these two teams. We're seeing the Rattlers defense got some hands on the hips, looking a little fatigued. See how the Fury respond? They look pretty well energized. I mean, it's hard to say anything bad when quarterback Churchill's playing this well.
He's definitely made a case to be player of the game. And reminder, don't go anywhere after the game. We will have player of the game honors to be handed out in this championship round. PCFL had 8 weeks of action, 6 teams this year, trying to grow the league a little bit more next year. And they line up in that same formation they had in the last play. Let's see if this worked a little bit better. Here's the handoff. Flag gets thrown. Play goes nowhere. We'll wait and see what the call was there on second down and goal. Nate Isom was the ball carrier.
Rattlers defensive line standing up as we expected them to do at the beginning of this game. See if they can hold up in the red zone here. Been a tough go. Stand by for this flag. False start.
And there it is. Good catch there, Johnny. There's a good catch on the camera as well.
Looks like we have a man down for the Rattlers, though.
And it's the third or fourth injury we've seen for them this half. Starting to get help. I just think he's a little winded over there. That's number 6. That's Eric Spivey. That's their linebacker. Looks like he'll get off the field. Maybe he's just a little dehydrated. Again, it is very hot out here. It's in the 90s.
And I mentioned it earlier, Alex. That side of the field is in the sun.
Yes, they are. They've been in the sun all day.
If you're looking for even the smallest of competitive advantages, it could be, not having the sun in your face every time you go to take a break.
Absolutely. So the Fury will come up to the ball. It is third down after the false start. And let's see what they choose to do here. Just the single back set. Almost a pistol formation. Churchill takes it, 2-step drop, throws to the right corner. Incomplete, in and out of the receiver's hands. And that's going to set up fourth down. Another Rattler player slow to get up. It looked like he got his ankle rolled on, but I think he's going to be okay. He's up under his own power. But fourth down nonetheless from the 10-yard line, and it looks like the special teams unit might be on, yes it is, for the Fury.
Yeah, I can't quite make out who made that play, but what a great defensive play there by the Rattlers defense. The Rattlers secondary on that fade route. It's never easy going against a good quarterback, able to send a good fade route over there for his receiver, but that was a good play by the defender. Seeing a kick here.
Here we go. 4th down, field goal unit on, making an 11-point game. Kick is up, and this one's right down the middle. Make that 17-6. Rattlers, time to answer on offense. Could it happen this next drive? We'll take a break. Fury have the lead, 17-6, here on NorCal Sports TV. Fury set to kick this one away.
So for some reference here, the Rattlers so far this season have given up an average of 13.2 points per game. We're already past that here for the Fury. Is it fair to say that this Fury offense has maybe caught them a little bit off guard, and we see a squib kick up the middle for the Rattlers?
Picked up about the 20 for the Rattlers. We'll have an answer for that in just a second. This ball goes down about the 33-yard line.
Ball out.
Hold on, is the ball out on the ground? Fury say they have the ball. We might have some tired legs for the Rattlers. Official call from the referee. No, they're going to say that stays Rattlers' ball. And they might have gotten away with one there.
Boy, that would have been a tough go for the Rattlers.
We'll take a look at it here once we have it queued up for you. And here's the squib. Picked up about the 20. And no, his elbow was down, so that is a good call by the Zebras there on the far sideline. And here comes the Rattlers. 11-point gap, 12:21 to play. Anything could happen.
Yeah, big drive here by the Rattlers. First play of it. See what happens. Number 20 coming in, Durante Johnson for the Rattlers at running back. 5'5", 190.
We got 74 down. Doing a backflip.
Maybe selling it a little bit
A little bit there, but I think he might have just pulled it offside. Yes, he got it.
We have a 5-yard penalty against the Fury.
This man took acting classes. Paid off.
Here it is. Just stepped up. Oh, the humanity. Oh, it's a train wreck out there. And the award for Best Actor goes to Dominic Barrich from Benicia, California.
CCSF product.
There you go. Snaps a little bit wide, steps back, throws to the right. Picked off down the sideline. He's got nobody in front of him. That's a house call. Pick 6. Fury take it all the way. No, they don't. They say he was pushed out of bounds about the 5-yard line. We have a flag on the play as well. It might be an unsportsmanlike conduct, but another turnover, and the Fury are starting to step on the gas. Could it be too little, too late? We'll wait and see what the official call is. The referee did mark him out at the 5. We'll get a replay for you here.
Alex, we talked about the icing on the cake earlier.
Here's the replay.
If this stands, this could be quite the dagger.
Stepped back, jumped in front of it. 30, 20, 10.
Pass was intercepted by
I don't know if he stepped out, but they will mark him at the 6.
Stepped out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Penalty flag
But the unsportsmanlike conduct will push him back to the 20.
bring the ball
We take another look at it here. It is in live action.
First down and 10.
And you make the guess yourself. Yeah, maybe he did. Oh, and there's the unsportsmanlike conduct. He ended up punting the ball after he ran out of bounds. I will say the refs have called this quite well. That was Marquise Palmer Sr. on the pick out of Arizona State. It says ASU on our roster, so we'll call it Arizona State. It could be American Secondary University. It could be any other ASU. Alabama State University, Arkansas State University, any of the other. Alaska. There's another A state. First down and 10 on the 20. Here is DeAndre Churchill. Steps back now, rolls to his right, showing his athleticism. Fade ball, corner, little push. Incomplete. Oh, Churchill is upset. He wanted some blocking there from his guys. Didn't quite get it. I think he said run it again, too. Bold move on first down, going for the end zone there. That would have been the dagger, my friend.
Hey, we've seen them do it time and time again here this game. This Fury offense coming in hot and heavy, looking for the end zone first play. They've had success in the past. Churchill just continues to make plays. He's got to be in contention for player of the game, no doubt.
You got to think the athleticism, some of the passes he's made today, I think he definitely has my vote. Player running on the field late there for the Fury. Looked like that was Derek Stevens, but he is on and he's ready. Oh, and the player jumps offside for the Fury. They'll take a step, and that's going to back him up 5 more yards. So second down and 15. And they'll start that one from the 25-yard line.
Rattlers are going to have to capitalize on those little mistakes now, Alex.
Mm-hmm.
Got to see what they can do to contain Churchill.
It's been almost a futile effort today. He's just able to escape. They've only been able to put a helmet on him once, maybe twice so far. And they'll go up to the line now.
Looks like we'll have Smith in the backfield. He's had a great game as well.
Vaughn Smith is another name you got to throw in contention for player of the game. Good east-west running, north-south as well. Here's the snap, and it's going to get the ball. The aforementioned Smith. He'll fall forward for 1. It's going to set up third down and long.
Vaughn Smith on the carry.
Pretty lethal offense here, Alex. 1-2 punch between Churchill and Vaughn Smith. When you're able to get it done both with your legs and in the air as a quarterback, and you have someone behind you like Vaughn Smith who is just so athletic, keep the defense on their toes play after play, really keeping them guessing. And, like we've talked about, this Rattlers defense, they're good. They're a good defense, especially in this league, top 3. And, this Fury is pulling them apart more or less.
Yes, sir. So third down and long. Let's see what Churchill does. Pistol set. Fakes the handoff, and he's going to roll to his right. Sees a man downfield. Wide open. Touchdown, Fury. A huge reception in the corner. Raymond Griffin on the reception. The 6'4 product out of Roseville makes it 23-6. And the Fury are starting to look like they could be your champions today, Johnny.
Yeah, how about that? We saw Churchill right after he made that beautiful throw. Sprint over to the sidelines with his arms spread out wide, flying like a plane. He's bringing his team
closer to that championship. There's the reception.
Exactly.
What an athletic play, too, by Griffin. Jump, turn around, able to bring it in.
This Furious offense been quite impressive, Alex, today.
The second half as well. They did not have the most explosive start to get going as the kick is up, and it is good. It's going to be 24-6, 18-point game. We'll take a break, and we'll get a message from our sponsors. Current score, Fury strike again. It's 24-6 as time dwindles in the 12th annual Pacific Coast Football League Championship game.
This broadcast of the 2021 PCFL Championship is brought to you by the Pacific Coast Football League, Hauling Harry, Priceless Tints, Title Boxing Club, Taste of Greatness Mobile Detail and Power Wash, Elite Uniforms and Apparel, and the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp.
Churchill finds Raymond Griffin in the corner, who makes a spectacular grab. Makes it an 18-point game as the Fury take a 24-6 lead. And we welcome you back to Bella Vista High School. You take another look at the play here as we wait for the kickoff. And here it comes. This one's going to get pooched to about the 40-yard line. It's going to be on the ground. Big hit laid down. And I think the Fury got that one, Johnny.
Oh, boy, you can see the body language of the Rattlers deflating after that one. Tough break.
And I don't think the Rattlers were expecting that one. I think they were expecting that one to go very deep. And they end up coming up with the ball. That's number 14.
Well, we got a second here. Let's talk about the on-field drip, Alex. We got number 49 on the Rattlers. He's got some armbands wrapped around his legs. I love it. That's a good look. Reminds me of Deion Sanders with a headband around his neck. Classic.
Love a good prime time look. I like Genesis Grimes Scales with that red headband, too. Oh, he's yelling across the sideline, though.
Yes, sir. Things are getting chirpy. What a fun championship game, everyone. Thank you for joining us on NorCal Sports TV. How about this?
Oh, it has been a terrific game to this point. Oh, we got wheelies. We got bikers doing wheelies in the crowd. Fury trying to get their fans up on their feet, and they are definitely obliging. And here we go. It's going to be first down and 10, and we get to see what DeAndre Churchill can do again. There's the snap. Rolls back. You're going to take off. Put that one on the ground.
Able to pull it back in. Number 14.
That was Enriquez.
Quarterback change there for the Fury.
He said Enriquez on the carry, so we'll see if we can find first name for him. Carey was able to come up with it. That's Rafael Enriquez. He's the backup quarterback for the Fury.
Give him some championship looks here.
Absolutely.
Rafael Enriquez.
Second down. Handoff. Left side. Plenty of blockers. Falling forward, and then that one gets put on the ground, but well after he had come down. Nate Isom with the carry. And we got a little chippiness going on there on the far side by some linemen.
Isom brings the ball all the way down to what looks like the 21-yard
21-yard line as we take another look here. Good carry by the big man. Love to see that. Lee Smith's going to check back in here. First down. Ball on the 23-yard line. And let's see what Enriquez does here. Snap. One step is going to get put on the ground. Fortunate to have a Fury player fall down on it. I think that was his intended ball carrier. Vaughn Smith, I think, was the one who picked it up.
Yes, sir. Vaughn Smith.
Another heads-up play by Vaughn Smith today.
Absolutely. Bringing in number 21, it looks like, for the Fury in place of Enriquez. The Genesis Grimes Scales, see what they do. Enriquez coming back on the field, just had a short conversation with Coach.
I think he's grabbing the play there, but Grimes Scales will check in for the Fury. as the clock is starting to wind down. We're under 10 minutes left. And you mentioned the fat lady was stuck in traffic. I think she's made her way to the stadium.
Yeah, I saw her pull up in her Volkswagen Beetle over there. She's getting her warm-ups in.
That is a strange car for a big woman to drive. Here it
it's
is,
a one-seater.
Second down, big pass downfield. He's got a man again. Grimes Scales caught along the sideline. A huge reception by Grimes Scales. Pushed out of the 2. And the Fury are on their way to a PCFL championship from the looks of the way their offense is clicking, my friend.
We just said his name, Genesis Grimes Scales, in there, pulling down the reception before going out of bounds. What a reception.
Look at this one again. Enriquez steps back, plenty of time, stepping up into the pocket. A little underthrown, but
boy, how about the Fury getting
Genesis
excellent contributions from 2 different quarterbacks this game. What a throw there. Back up Rafael.
Genesis making a nice play. I want to say he backed up, turned around, went back to the ball, but didn't quit moving his feet. Like to see it. 3 yards from glory here. Enriquez under center. He'll take the snap. It's going to get handed off, and gain of nothing there. Oh, a little extracurriculars, too. Pushed around.
Ball is handed off to the crazy cowboy on the field.
The PA calls him the crazy cowboy.
Yeah, we've seen him line up on the defensive side of the ball, I believe, as a lineman. I believe he was acting as a fullback on that play. Dylan Sanchez, I believe.
Out of Fairfield, California. Went to UC Davis.
Looks like he'll stay in there in the backfield. Got a couple blockers lined up ahead of Isom, I believe.
Ball gets put on the ground again, but Enriquez will fall on it. Catching a couple breaks here, but that'll be third down.
Yeah, you just said it, Alex. Catching some breaks. This ball has touched the field far too many times, I believe, for the Fury's liking. They got a good lead right now. They're up by 18 points, I suppose. But nonetheless, you never want to let the ball fall on the ground, give the Rattlers any daylight to run away with.
No chance. This is definitely the time where you see the garden snake in the backyard and you grab a shovel. .6:23, the clock is running. Here in the fourth quarter, the Pacific Coast Football League championship game. It was close early. The Fury have started to stretch their legs here late in the second half. Whoa! Defender jumps off sides and goes ahead and gives Enriquez a nice shot. And that's going to give him first and goal. So mental mistakes there. Little errors, and that's not pleasant if you're a Rattler fan.
Penalty is against the Rattlers. Going to be half the distance to the goal. Remains third down.
I guess it will remain a third down and goal. So they line up in the same formation. One wide receiver down to the right. Let's see what Rafael does. We'll get a handoff falling forward to about the 2-yard line. It'll be fourth down. Nate Isom getting the call again. And I think this will be the special teams unit, and it will be. So they're going for 3 here. As the clock continues to run, just over 5 minutes left in this season.
Yeah, passing up 5.5 minutes before a champion is crowned. Fury up 24-6. Rattlers will get at least one more chance at the ball. Obviously, they're looking to go to the end zone there. They got to put something together, Alex.
It would be a 21-point difference, and you got to think big plays. Try to get it all. You can't get it all back at once, but try to get a good chunk yardage. Try to then get some stops. Onside kicks would definitely be needed.
Get a respectable score up on the championship game scoreboard.
Kick is up and good for the Fury. Makes it a 21-point game. 27-6. We'll take one more step away. We'll come back and we'll bring you the kickoff right here on NorCal Sports TV.
This broadcast of the 2021 PCFL Championship is brought to you by the Pacific Coast Football League, the top semi-pro amateur football league 10 years running. Visit us at thepcfl.com. And if you're interested in joining the PCFL as a team owner, go to the website and submit an application for team entry. Hauling Harry. Why ask why? Haulin' Harry is your guy. Make the call and Haulin' Harry will get the haul out the way. Hashtag Haulin' Harry. Priceless Tints. Contact 279-465-1134. Title Boxing Club, the original and best boxing club. Call us at 916-329-8803. Taste of Greatness, mobile detail and power wash. Call us at 415-857-9007 for an appointment. Elite Uniforms and Apparel, the proud uniform manufacturer of the PCFL. And the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp, 5-day overnight summer.
So just under 5 minutes left to play in the season. And the Fury have their second and third strings in. And they still are on the gas. 27-6 is our score. And it's going to be a day of missed opportunities if you're a Rattlers fan. Definitely going to rue that opportunity today. Here's the kick, pooched up in the air again. And that one's going to get caught, and I think the Fury have it again. I don't know if that one went 10 yards. I think it did. He kicked it from the 45. Excuse me, from the 40. Went past the 50. Huge hit laid down near sideline. Couple flags in the air. We'll wait and see what the official call is. Interesting strategy there for the Fury. Little pooch kicks here to end the game. Are they just trying to run out the clock? What do you think, Johnny?
Yeah, run out the clock or just truly assert their dominance here for every, you said it's been a tough day for Rattlers fans, but for Fury fans, it's been a blast. They've seen an explosion of offense from their, defensively stout team, no less. It's got to be fun. With that kick, though, maybe the Fury are just looking, like you said, to run out the clock, not leave anything to chance by getting the call back and put it on the ground, or, some mind games.
Perhaps.
Already got some Fury players taking some photos with the championship trophy here.
If you take a look there, and I think that is Genesis Grimes Scales.
Had a big game.
So we're still waiting for the official call. And they're already starting to parade around with that championship trophy there on the sideline.
There you see it on your screen. That is Genesis Grimes Scales, Marquise Palmer Sr. holding the championship trophy at the moment.
He'll hand it off now to Vaughn Smith, who had a terrific game himself. We're going to kick this one away again from the looks of it. Nope. Rattlers will take over on the 35-yard line. I don't think we got an official call there, but nevertheless, we move on.
It'll be Rattlers ball.
So 1st and 10 for the Rattlers.
Yeah, and that's a bit of a consequence there to that questionable play. Alex from the Fury set up the Rattlers in good field position, see if they can do anything with it.
Quarterback takes a big hit, but he'll end up getting 9 on the drop pass. And it's pretty much consequential here in academic as well.
There was Kyle Bauman on the tackle.
So it's going to be 2nd down and short as the clock runs. And we'll see what the Rattlers choose to do here at the end of this one. There's a championship belt being held down on the sideline as well. I think that's, I don't have a number 48 in my roster, but that's the one holding it. We got a crown as well. 2nd and short, step back to pass, going to the end zone. He's got a man. That one's intercepted. He's got the bunnies in the bag. Up he went, touchback. Another interception, and it's gone out of hand for the Rattlers.
Alex, this one's about baked, broiled, and fried. We are moments away, it seems like, at this point.
I think it's pretty safe to call it.
Before we celebrate too hard, though, it does look like the man who made the interception is down on the field, as is the receiver the pass was intended for. We've got some injuries.
We'll take another look at it here, and it looks like the training staff will be getting – no, he's up on his feet. They're going to help him off. Take a look at this one again.
We like to see this. We got a Fury player helping a Rattler off the field.
And you do love to see that good sportsmanship. However, that is number 9 down. That's Jalen Walker. We mentioned him before the game, the defensive MVP standout from the season. He's down on the field. They're taking a look at him. They got some helmets down. So we'll take a step away while they tend to Jalen Walker. We'll be right back with the conclusion of this one. Don't go anywhere. So first down and 10 from the 20 after another turnover for the Rattlers. Fury will take the ball. .355 on the clock here, and you got to think we're ready to just run this one down and start the celebration. Steps back, and there's a flag. I think this one's going to be false start, and it will on the Fury, so they'll reset there. We already have some photos being taken on the sideline by the Fury with the championship trophy. We've seen some championship belts on the sideline. I've seen a crown. There's a couple championship trophies there. Now that I'm looking, I see a couple of them. That's an interesting choice. Johnny D'Agostini is going to head down to the field and get our player of the game, and we'll get that right after the end of this one. So don't go anywhere. We'll get an interview with him. So first down and 15 for the Fury. Handoff goes Noah. Rattlers in the backfield quickly. It was a hard hit for Vaughn Smith. Brought down immediately. Second down and a country mile. But like we said, this one's pretty much academic at this point as the clock continues to run. Just over 3 minutes left in this one. You know, the last season we had the Rattlers ended up beating the NorCal Lions for the championship. But the Cap City Fury have been the dominant team this year. A perfect 8-0 on the season. And you're going to make that a perfect 10-0 after the playoffs. An absolutely dominant performance in the second half. The adjustments were made. Pass across the middle is going to be caught. And then dropped down. A nice pass there by Rafael Enriquez. And it's going to make it down third and short, rather third and obtainable. And we're going to reach 2 minutes here. No 2-minute warning in the PCFL. And while we have a moment here, I'd like to thank our staff here at NorCal Sports TV, our crew, our wonderful crew for being there. As you see the water cooler dump on head coach down on the sideline for the Fury. Looks like we got the tail end of it. We love to see it. It was hot. That might feel good, Coach. Enjoy that one, my friend. Third down and short. Fakes the handoff. Rolling to his right. He's going to keep it. He's going to tuck it. First down and many, many more. Now he's got to beat. Big hit down in midfield. Dropped at the 49, but a huge gain by Enriquez. Going to be the clock will stop as they move the chains. Fury starting to hype up their fans. They know what's on the ledger for them. Rattlers with some hands on their hips. They came oh so close to repeating. And a little known fact, the Cap City Fury were the first team to go back-to-back in the Pacific Coast Football League as champions. Rattlers were hoping to be the second team to do so. So here we go. Under a minute to play. All academic. Enriquez with the snap. He'll drop back to pass. Looking for a man downfield. That one is just out of reach of Grimes Scales. Would have had a home run ball to walk this one off. Instead, this one will be incomplete. Set up a second down and long. Excuse me, second down and 10. And that will stop the clock with 44 seconds. Oh, and the Fury are having fun on the sideline. We see some cigars. We see cowboy hats. We see phones out. Once again, Johnny D'Agostini will be down with our player of the game here in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. That cold champagne's probably going to taste good, guys. Congratulations to you. Second down. And there's going to be a false start on this one. Back them up 5 yards.
That's a 5-yard penalty. Remains a second down.
Well, it has been a terrific game today. A terrific night for football action here in the capital city of the beautiful state of California. First half was a defensive showcase. We saw turnovers, we saw stops, we saw blocks. We finally saw a couple scores late. It was the Rattlers scoring first but missing the extra point. And then with under a minute to play, DeAndre Churchill was able to take his team the length of the field, score. And after that, the Fury took over on the sideline. Champagne being sprayed on the sideline. The clock will run out on the 2021 season. The Capital City Fury are your 2021 Pacific Coast Football League champions. And the celebration begins. Handshakes starting to be had at midfield. Champagne being sprayed. A hard-fought win for the Fury, who run the ledger. A perfect 10-0 on the season. And we'll take in some of the celebration here as you see championship photos being taken. We'll wait for Johnny D'Agostini to get our player of the game. And I think you all can guess who that is at home. We'll take a quick moment to gather our thoughts. We'll let the celebration commence. We'll come back with our player of the game right after this. Once again, the Cap City Fury become 3-time PCFL champions, go perfect on the year, and they take care of business against the North Bay Rattlers with the final score of 27-6.
This broadcast of the 2021 PCFL Championship is brought to you by the Pacific Coast Football League, the top semi-pro amateur football league 10 years running. Visit us at thepcfl.com. And if you're interested in joining the PCFL as a team owner, go to the website and submit an application for team entry. Hauling Harry. Why ask why? Haulin' Harry is your guy. Make the call and Haulin' Harry will get the haul out the way. Hashtag Haulin' Harry. Priceless Tints. Contact 279-465-1134. Title Boxing Club, the original and best boxing club. Call us at 916-329-8803. Taste of Greatness, mobile detail and power wash. Call us at 415-857-9007 for an appointment. Elite Uniforms and Apparel, the proud uniform manufacturer of the PCFL. And the NCS TV Summer Basketball Camp, 5-day overnight summer basketball camp in the Sierra foothills of Sonora. Go to norcalsportstv.com/camp for all the details and registration.
Last take. She got it. She got it. She don't. See us in the next one.
Man, need 10 11 carry too, man. You feel?
Well, we're going to try to get a player of the game interview as we welcome back you here on NorCal Sports TV. But the championship celebration's running a little long, and we don't want Johnny getting too tired down there. But your player of the game today is DeAndre Churchill, quarterback for the Capital City Fury. Had a couple 100 yards, made some plays happen in the air as well as on his feet. A couple touchdowns to his name, but I think you got to give, definite honors for the Fury's defense as well. Absolutely swarmed the Rattlers that second half, and it just made it all about them. So, for all of us here at NorCal Sports TV, would like to thank you for tuning in today. The Fury step on the gas in the second half, ended up taking it to the North Bay Rattlers 27-6, and that will make the Capital City Fury your 2021 Pacific Coast Football League champions. For all of us here at NorCal Sports TV, for Johnny D'Agostini, my name's Alex Tasker. Thank you so much for tuning in. Remember, if you want to catch all of the local sports actions, go ahead and subscribe and ring the bell for NorCal Sports TV on YouTube. Stay tuned in so you don't miss a minute of the action. And if you miss any of the highlights, check them out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter to catch that action again. Once again, Capital City Fury 27, the North Bay Rattlers 6. Fury take home the title in 2021.